Oh! Just when oh! Oh, he's done well to save the bounce. Oh, he's pulled down. Oh, bowling! Super Sunday it is, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to be doing an absolute cracker-jacker for Watchalong. My particularly favorite game, essentially, in the entire competition. Bangalore take on Mumbai. I'm going to probably have maybe a mini couple of cardiac arrests, but we'll have a friend through it to help me out in terms of Somesh Agarwal, who, of course, as you can see, I placed him cleverly with Rohit Sharma behind him because he is, of course, the Hitman fan. How are you, Som?
All good, all good. I mean, looking forward to this game. Last two games have been pretty boring.
Yes.
So let's hope this game is exciting.
It's exciting for a lot of reasons. Of course, action returning to the Chinnaswamy. Bangalore, of course, winning the toss and choosing the field first. We'll get to the teams. But because we just brought up Rohit Sharma, I want to start this watch along with a little bit of trivia. I'll put Som on the spot here. 200 T20 games as captain for Rohit Sharma. Can you name the other two men to do it?
One has to be Dhoni.
Yes. I'll give you a clue. The other man has been in the CDC panel before. Think West Indian.
Think West Indian. Didn't Sammy?
Yes, he's got it. He's got it. So just Sammy, Dhoni and Rohit, who of course is taking part in his 200 T20 game as captain. Only three men have done it. Remember, we're 8 seconds away from the first ball being bowled. It's going to be Mohammad Siraj and, of course, not to forget Rohit Sharma, who will take strike. There is going to be Saurabh, the famous man, the comedian, the man who knows it all. At least he pretends to know so, who will join us in just a bit. But the first ball is going to be a rip roarer. Can Siraj really trap? Ooh, Rohit, no. It's a good shot, but one for no loss. Mumbai straight away off the mark. On that note, shall we just get Saurabh get cracking? If he's on or if he's not, we can just chat about the teams and ask some of his thoughts. Saurabh's just joining us in a bit, says our producer. So we'll hold on to Mr. Pant in just a bit. Talk to me about the team selections, because from an RCB fan perspective, I'm absolutely delighted.
But delighted for whom? Who are the players you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to that top four if they showed it the same way in the broadcast sheet. I honestly think they'll play Mahipal Ramoro at 3, but the broadcast sheet said Bracewell at 3. Imagine that 4. Kohli, Faf, Bracewell, Maxi. And I know it doesn't kind of entice you at all, but yeah.
No, that's fine, because last year the number 3 spot was filled by Rajat Patidar, which was a
correct.
And he did an excellent job. And this is a very big voice for Bangalore and
huge.
Something that they have to sort of figure out pretty soon.
Correct. And Rajat Patidar, I mean, who could forget that 112? It's really propelled Bangalore into the eliminator, which we lost, unfortunately. But speaking of losing, Mumbai Indians have lost all their opening games since 2013, my friend. Will it be 10 on the trot?
Yeah, this is a chasing ground. So at least from that perspective, it's advantage RCB.
Advantage RCB.
And I said RCB. We can say RCB.
We can say RCB.
We don't have to call them Royal Clubs of whatever.
Belgaum. We don't have to do all of that because I could say IPL. IPL again. I'll say it again. IPL. I just want to say it. I haven't said it.
मुझे वो याद आ रहा है वेलकम का डायलॉग.
Oh yeah.
अच्छा तुम्हारे भाई को कोई छू नहीं सकता. ले फिर से.
It's just one of those things we wanted to kind of get off our chest because you were so timid in the first couple of watch-alongs about saying Bangalore versus Mumbai, RCB
we
versus
were being
MI.
told that live में हम ये सब नहीं बोल सकते.
Correct.
Names ये वो, but फिर किसी ने बोला कि नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं तो बोल सकते हो.
Correct.
Why not? We'll say IPL.
Exactly. Now, speaking of being, I will tell all you guys watching this, first of all, to like this video, subscribe, to tell a friend, because the next 3 hours, you can sit your streams in and it'll be banter, stats, comedy thing. And also, we're going to be doing watch-alongs for all the games. So, really get cracking on cricket.com, follow us on social media. And comments come right there. Say, who do you think impact will be? For example, I've named some interesting names, impact players, which we'll get to. But right now, Siraj Kishan, he's been disciplined so far, and that continues. So 2 for none after 5 balls. I can honestly hear the Chinnaswamy Stadium zone. I'm not even making that up. And that's not the volume coming from the next room.
It's like a throw of a ball away from
it's honestly. I mean, they normally say stones throw away, but cricket balls throw away. I mean, speaking of balls, we got both. I think both. They're not the SGs of the Kookaburras.
2 balls.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to have the Dukes. Do they use the Dukes for the ODIs as well? I mean, the white Dukes.
Yeah.
Surely you'll do that. So yeah, what do you make of the Bangalore Impact subs? Rawat, Prabhudesai, Lomrose, Sonu, and Billy all can bat pretty much. No specialist
Yeah,
bowler.
but they'll need a batter to come in, right? That's why it makes sense.
That's it.
Yeah.
And he's a cracky.
Signs for the time last season, Siraj was all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, there is, of course, lots of stats you guys can gain from cricket.com's latest app revamp. So check it out. I can do your fantasy research. Teams on the fantasy research center for tomorrow's game. Slight technical difficulties right now because there are a couple of clouds hovering around the Chinnaswamy. There is a little bit of rain threatening, but hopefully this watch will be smooth as butter. There is going to be Saurabh joining us. There'll be Crazy Nicks, and we'll get a passionate Bangalore fan as well. But we're also we're back on. We're back on. It's honestly a game of hide and seek happening here with the internet us. But top lead to Kishan. Oh, it's a wide one, and Kishan says thank you very much. That's the first boundary from Mumbai in IPL 2023. Do you think this is a good move? Pace.
Yeah, they have Behrendorff as well, right?
They do.
No, that's Mumbai. What am I talking about?
Behrendorff was
Yeah.
there for RCB, but of course he's gone
Yeah.
there.
Oh, of course. That then it's the obvious choice.
And you said, correct me if I'm wrong, on the Western show, that you want Behrendorff to actually shine in this game. Tanya, I'm feeling great. Thanks for your response and tuning to the Watchalong. Really appreciate it. Guess must chuffed with your Punjab 7-run win against the Knights yesterday, a team that you fear the most. Harry Brook did carrying his pork chopped in. Yep. The funny thing is best about Harry Brook, you check out his first test knock, 10. His first T20 knock, 10. Today it was 13, so he doesn't start with the look. I think even in the Northern Superchargers game for the 100, he made his debut and it was not that good. So yeah, I think the internet is a little sticky right now. Another counter drive from Kishan. You feel it early. A chance goes begging. I say that because Rohit Sharma was at the North.
Most certainly.
Most certainly.
I think
Uh-oh.
Where was he going?
And how do you send your captain back? Are you ballsy or what, Ishan Kishan? Hi, Sharda. Nice to see you. Hi, mate, she says. Love it. Absolutely love it. Top play in the air!
Oh.
And just evading the fielder. It's a packed offside, understandably so in the power play. And Faf's face tells it also. They're fighting fire with fire, this Ishan Kishan.
They have to. Hardly any runs came from the first over, so kahin par to they'll have to make it up.
The funny thing is, I was playing this exact game yesterday on my PlayStation, and I went for the similar choice, Siraj and Topley up front.
Oh, or option kya hai? Who else? Who else can take the new ball?
Maxi.
And not to begin with, let's see. If there is swing on offer, then why not?
He's done it before. Let's see how it goes. Topley again, short and wide. This up straight to Kohli, and I'm guessing the chance in the Chinnaswamy was mad. By the way, if you guys could just give us a thumbs up in the comments about if our internet is all right or not. I just want to know because sometimes call it the curious cat in my head. Just want to know. Just give us a thumbs up, Sharda, Tanya, whoever is watching this particular broadcast right now.
Meanwhile, what we can do is just ask our producers to maybe open all the doors.
Yeah, open all the doors.
It might affect the sound quality, but maybe let the Wi-Fi signals in.
Yeah, maybe if it helps.
Maybe if we can take that gamble.
Is that been proven before? Are you using science?
No,
it's all set.
I've tried before. Of course, see, the more the number of balls.
Yeah, that
versus the internet. So maybe we can have the door open.
Maybe we can have the door open, but then we'll have to close the other door so we don't get copyrighted through for some volume strike. By the way, if you guys didn't know, the afternoon game happened and it just unfortunately ended in a very lame way. 72-run victory by Rajasthan Royals. I think that's a statement. So if there was any this weekend,
yeah, I thought the Delhi loss was bad, but now this is worse.
This is worse. I mean, is it a reality check for your beloved SRH?
Not my beloved.
Ah.
They are not in my top 4, unfortunately. I mean, a lot of people feel that they are very well balanced and all. I mean, I feel the same, that on paper they are very balanced. My only little statement of caution while calling them is because they have a lot of unproven players.
Yeah.
So maybe if they stick to the same squad, they will be my favorites to make it to the top 4 next time, but not this year.
Interesting. I mean, lots of lads said even SRH is going to win the title in the CDC office. So what's the space? Siraj so far, his 7 balls has been good. What is he appealing for? He's worse than Stuart Broad when it comes to
outside, going down.
Yeah.
Sab hai, bhai, sab.
Height, everything. And Faf knows it. Faf knows it. Who is your internet provider, says Wake Up with Saurabh? It is, I think
it is for you to tell us.
Yeah.
Kisko le bhai, bata yaar koi dhang ka.
And on that note, I think we can get in Saurabh Pant right now. Saurabh, where are you, my friend? Wake up with Saurabh. Wake up with CDC now. Oh, he's there. He's there.
Hi.
I hope our audio is better from the last round.
It's better. It's better. I like the frame. The frame is good. I like how the internet is always a problem. It's always something goes weird in every watch along. That, I mean, as somebody who's done like 250 YouTube lives, I know that something or the other happens. Either like a hyena will enter your room and start clawing at your face. But I think your Wi-Fi provider was probably the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Since now we can mention teams apparently, which I don't think we can, but sure, you take the risk.
No, I think we're just sticking with one of our colleagues.
Dekho, Sunrisers Hyderabad ka naam to le.
Yeah.
This much we established in the last watch along.
Moon.
Oh, catch that! Catch that! God, man, please, for the love of God! Oh, get in there! Get in there! I haven't said this, Saurabh. I'm a huge RCB fan, so brace yourself for some dramatic moments in the next 2 hours or so. 11 for 1, lads. How's Mumbai going? How's Mumbai? Can you look outside the window? Are they burning buses?
Mumbai is looking good. Some people are just saying that it's okay. Ishan either scores under 10 or 200. Those are the 2 options he has. And also, I like the fact that Harshal Patel took the catch because, if Siraj was at the boundary, he probably wouldn't. Siraj has a policy of making sure he drops every second catch he is offered because he wants to take more wickets. That is his theory. Harshal Patel not as greedy. So 1 second. So you are a supporter of the challenging Royal Bengal Tigers. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yes, except they're based in Bengaluru.
Yeah. But Bengaluru Tigers. That's what I meant. But Bengaluru Tigers doesn't sound as exciting. The Royal Bengaluru Tiger is slightly different. Dude, I like your frame a lot today, man. This is a good frame you guys have got. This looks way more casual and way less this thing. And there's this ad playing in the background. I think that's an ad for Crick Buzz, right? Yeah, okay, got it.
How dare you?
Dude, can we for a second talk about the Hyderabad match? I mean, it was what a fascinating game. Again, I hate to be the troll, but how do you have Harry Brook in the side and make him out of form? It is quite tremendous.
One second, run him out. Oh, I apologize. Sorry. Yeah, but just answering a question, sort of. I mean, I expected that SRH batting to catch a little bit of fire. I mean, if anything, they were.
पर आपको तो पता है ना हैदराबाद में कोई ऑलराउंडर नहीं है तो अब क्या करें
ये अच्छी टेक्निक है मतलब वापस लाने के बट अब्दुल समान लाइक एवरी टाइम SRH does something there's always something bizarre happening तो अभी बीच में कमेंटेटर्स ये कर रहे थे कि impact player they should have replaced instead of Farooqi they should have replaced Nataraj right because Farooqi is a better batter. And I was like, let me just research this for a second, okay? And I have some great stats for you, okay? These are some delicious stats, okay? Farooqi's average in ODIs is 2. Average in T20 is 1. In first class cricket is 5. Natarajan, who, by the way, I've never felt more fear for any batter in my life than when he played against Australia and Gabba. I generally, because he didn't seem like he's ever held a bat before. and his average is marginally better than Farooqi. His first class average is astounding 2.07. Everybody, come on! So Hyderabad made a great decision by dropping Farooqi in favor of the great batter that is Nataraj.
और कमेंटेटर्स की अपनी अलग रिसर्च चल रही है, मतलब उन्हें ही पता है ये क्या है, आपके नेगेटिव में एवरेज है क्या उसका? भाई पर क्या हो रहा है, ये सिराज अच्छी बॉलिंग कब से कर रहा है?
Brilliant. I mean, he had a shit year last year.
Siraj only bowls well in a blue jersey, not in a red jersey. What's happening?
I mean, he's bowled well. I mean, for us, we one season. The last 2 years has just been off the ball. But I hope he really comes to the party, because at the end of the day, if he stands up, given the fact there's no Hazelwood, he has to take that run now. He has to. Because I don't really bat totally first season, all of that, yeah, sure. I just am really interested to see how, as we go about their bowling options in the park.
Yeah, but Mumbai have promoted Cameron Green at 3.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I don't know. I wanted him to open, but for Rohit to bat at 5 or 6. See, the only reason is last time Mumbai screwed up big time by not identifying their batting order till when their hope was gone.
Correct.
And they're sort of repeating it this time again.
Yeah.
Because this just means that if they have Sky at 4, then Tilak Varma would be batting out of position.
Correct.
So
I mean, Saurabh, how do you see it? Or short?
I've always... There was that one knock, remember, where Rohit was playing in Sri Lanka, where he was injured and he had to come right at the end to try and chase. And what I really liked about him chasing that time was he was pretty calm and relaxed about things. He wasn't like, he timed it almost like India was in great trouble. We got closer than we should have in that match. And it led me to sort of believe that Rohit Sharma is not a bad finisher, not a bad person to come at number 6. And given his record last year, etc., maybe he wants to prove something more. But it's the same. It's the same as David Warner, right? Like Mitchell Marsh and who's the other person? Prithvi Shaw. Opening together would be crazy. It would be, they would score 85 runs in 6 overs like these guys did right now. But captain है रे, captain का कुछ तो advantage होता है life में कि मेरे को और batting चाहिए भाई साहब.
सही में यार, मुझे तो लग रहा है कि ये अपने आप को impact सब पे कर देगा. ये batting करूँगा, fielding नहीं करूँगा.
Hey dude, that's possible, right? That's possible कि तुम किसी को निकाल के बस as a fielder who comes on, like Noel David.
Bowl him! Get in there! And fuck off, Cameron Green. I'm sick and tired of this whole promotion of Green, and all these Australian fans are clapping from the other room. Anirudh Suresh, that's for you. Sorry, Saurabh.
Oof, what a ball, dude. Oh,
जीता जागता example है toxic lover का.
हाँ, ये तो दिख रहा है. This is what is it? What is the movie? Kabir Khan. What is the movie? क्या था movie?
Kabir
What is the toxic masculine?
Kabir Khan.
बहुत
सारे नाम हैं.
हाँ, whatever.
Toxic masculinity comes in every language.
By the way, now that Saurabh's on, give this video a like, and of course tell a friend, subscribe to the cricket.com channel. You can of course subscribe to all 3 of us individually in the link below. Saurabh has a great YouTube channel by himself. Saurabh, what else is planned for the IPL for you? I know you gave us a little hint the last time around, but anything now materializing, my friend?
Nothing at the moment. I might be doing a weekly roundup of every game of the Bharat Premier League. I still stick to the stand of I think comedically there's more potential to not name. Like today, there's a match between the Mumbaikars from India as well as the challenging team of Bangalore. So I like. I've not planned anything, but we might be having some weekly stuff. But yeah, what did you think of team selection, by the way, today? What did you think of the sides? Pretty predictable. Like as per plan,
really.
No shocks.
Mumbaikars from Indian to not. Bangaloreans from Karnataka definitely a predictable team.
I don't think there's a
looking forward to Nehal Vadera, Mohammad Arshad. So plenty of names to actually, first impression बनाने का अच्छा खासा सुनहरा मौका.
Yeah, that is true.
Dude, what if Surya gets out on the first ball? How much fun will that be?
Oh, love it. I would love it.
Babura is very angry with you. What has Cameron Green to get a fuck off Cameron Green?
Yeah, but to be fair, that's just pure emotion in sport, mate. Babura, I mean, I'm a Bangalore fan, so I'm entitled to say that. Aren't I not?
Hey, listen, first of all, big round of applause. Surya Kumar Yadav has played one ball without getting out. His first ball, he's played out. Listen, this is a miracle, and congratulations to Surya Kumar. It's he's my son's favorite cricketer, and yeah, good job.
Brilliant stuff. I mean, Topley is actually bowled really well, to be fair. I know Siraj has
But
been pretty good, but
something to, I mean, absolutely wonder about Bangalore. From only a batting side, they have now become only a bowling side. अब bowlers तो अच्छा करते हैं, batters में अब doubt है.
hold on. For the last 3 years, we've won more games than any other IPL team. So let's not get carried away then. And it's a process.
क्या फायदा?
Look at what Arvind's saying. RR versus SRH was tortured. Third umpire got bored and took all the screen time to decide to stop. That was ridiculous, by the way. Saurabh, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
That took like fucking 15,500 minutes.
ये third umpire के कमरे में से पहले तो दारू बाहर निकल.
अरे और डालो यार, मतलब कुछ तो एंटरटेनमेंट हो जाए. एंड डूड, एंड में who would have predicted कि the rising moon giants of Hyderabad, the best batter in that side would be Umran Malik. Like he had the best strike rate. I'm like, when did Umran Malik learn how to bat right now? This is amazing. Surya Kumar Yadav has got his first run in a month.
Sorry, Saurabh, I don't know if you've seen this ad, but Shreyas Iyer is driving. Rohit's in the not passenger seat, but he's in the back seat. It's pandemonium. What is this ad? I haven't seen it ever.
It's an ad for Spinny, I think. I think that's the ad you're talking about.
Yeah, there's another one with Kumble, Yuvraj, and Sachin, right?
Yeah.
You've seen that
Yuvraj
one.
looks like
Oh yeah. Oh,
The new guidelines suggest we can say IPL.
Yeah.
We can't talk about the ads.
Oh yeah, we can't.
अच्छा, ये न्यू गाइडलाइन है क्या? तो मतलब आईपीएल एक्चुअली बोल सकते हो क्या अभी?
Yeah. It's a new mandate.
WPL नहीं बोल सकता, IPL बोल सकता.
अच्छा, but we can talk about WPL when it's not happening. तो अभी हम बोल सकते हैं कि WPL, गुजरात जायंट्स एक्सेट्रा वो सब बोल सकते हैं. Makes sense.
Yeah.
तो IPL के लॉकडाउन के 15 साल के बाद नई गाइडलाइन आई है. थोड़ा
Dude, it is so
relax हुआ.
तुम लोग ने कभी रेडियो किया है क्या आईपीएल के टाइम पे? तो मैं जब आईपीएल के बारे में थोड़े भी जोक्स लिखे थे मैंने पिछले साल, तो आई वेंट ऑन रेडियो टू टॉक अबाउट देम एंड यू कुडंट इवन मेंशन द नेम ऑफ सम प्लेयर्स. लाइक यू हैड टू से एक जो कैप्टन है वो मुंबई वाली एक जो टीम है ना, वो एक T20 लीग, सो यू हैड टू बी सो राउंड अबाउट विद स्टफ दैट इवेंचुअली यू आर लाइक, लेट्स जस्ट नॉट टॉक अबाउट क्रिकेट, लेट्स जस्ट टॉक अबाउट सम अदर थिंग्स.
That's like basically like EA Sports cricket.
Exactly. This is what it reminds me of. क्योंकि उसमें अगर अपना टीम बनाओ, मेरे को प्लेयर बनाना है सोमेश नाम का, तो वो रिची मैनो के आवाज में उसको द बैट्समैन ही बोलता था कि गुड शॉट फ्रॉम द बैट्समैन है. मैंने कहा क्या फायदा मेरे नाम का.
Look, but over the years they changed that commentary voice thing. So they'd give you, like, say if your name was Hegde, which mine is, they'd probably give you an option where you can say hedge, and then you choose one which sounds like your last name, but it's still fun.
So and the big winner in that would be Topley, because he would be called Rice Popley and Sons Jewelers. That would be his full name.
Sachin Tendulkar or Sefin Tendulkar, actually, more than Sachin.
Yep, cricket crazy. Nick making a very good remark there. So this is actually about cricket. Rohit backfoot पे, Shreyas front foot में, Gill side the line.
While watching that ball.
क्या बात है, निखिल साहब.
1 second.
So Siraj, to bowl 4 on the trot?
No, just 3.
तुम्हारा डेथ बॉलर कौन है?
We have Harsha Patel.
Oh, सही है भाई.
We have Harsha Patel. We have Bracewell.
बहुत तगड़ी डेथ बॉलिंग.
Yeah, of course.
Bracewell कहाँ डेथ पे डालेगा?
डालेगा ना, भाई बोल रहा है तो डालेगा. भाई ने बोला ना,
डालेगा भाई.
Dude, these guys are hesitating getting Rashid Khan in the death. You're like, let's get Bracewell, guys. Come on. The superior bowler amongst them all. Dude, how much do you think?
है ना कि जो भी न्यूजीलैंडर खेले उसको डेथ बॉलर बना दो.
Corey and 1 second, guys. I mean, why is Rohit's seeming so tight down? Is it just Siraj? Honestly?
No, that's Rohit.
That's his Rohit?
That's Rohit.
Because he showed intent in the last couple of things. And yeah, Greg, Sachin Tendulkar or Sefin Tendulkar in EA Sports.
भाई अगर 5 ट्रॉफी नहीं होती ना तो रोहित शर्मा 2 साल पहले रिलीज हो गया होता. For sure. I mean, if you look at his numbers in IPL, it just doesn't justify the price tag. I'm sorry to say.
How much is he? 18
Listen, yeah, just letting you know that Riyan Parag was retained. So I don't know what you're talking about.
रियान पराग कम से कम फील्डिंग अच्छी करता है.
Dude, I really like Riyan Parag because I have a feeling that one day he'll be a great.
I think
one day he'll be a great cricketer.
Yeah.
And it's a dot ball. Sorry, go on.
I agree. One day
Riyan Parag has more confidence than ability at the moment. Every time I see him, I'm like, is this guy as good as he thinks he is, or is he not? I'm not understanding.
I think
imagine a cricketer with Riyan Parag's confidence and KL Rahul's ability. Baap re baap.
Sky.
Good shout.
That's Sky. That's what I'm saying. So Riyan Parag, I think, will take the Sky route where we perceive Sky to be the late bloomer in Indian cricket. Riyan Parag will take the same route. Because right now, where you can't see him to play for the next 4-5 years.
So do you think he'll also play for India like 11 years later when he's 30?
Yeah, 100%. Catch that! Someone catch that! Oh, yes, it's a collision and they dropped it. No, they've taken it. No, they've dropped it. Oh my good grief. Oh my good grief. It's going off here. Saurabh, just check this out, huh? Just check this out.
Hilarious.
Siraj.
Oh, Siraj, dude. Siraj dropped his own catch.
No, this is ridiculous.
He's reached next level, dude. Siraj is like, तेरे पास keeping gloves है, मेरे पास मेरा खुद का हाथ है. Oh, Siraj, dude. Siraj is hilarious. He is literally one of the worst catches in world cricket, and nobody talks about it. Is he injured or something, or what?
Why?
So do you mean Siraj literally said to Karthik, "Apna haath Jagannath"?
Dude, this is literally peak Siraj. This is peak Siraj of just going like कि नहीं तेरा gloves है रहने दे मेरे पास हाथ है. Dude, that is easily a keeper's catch.
I honestly can't believe. Exactly, I can't believe he's just gone in with that adrenaline and he's just like, no, I want it. Like, I get the fact that it is the Indian captain. It is a cotton bowl. You can rub into Rohit's face every time you have to like meet him in the dressing room. But come on, strategic drop, says Ratan Narayan. I honestly don't think so, man. Not Rohit.
Dude, DK is making fun of him while he's on the floor. DK is like, "Kya? Gloves dekha hai kya kabhi pehle? Gloves." To Mike. Dude, but also this is the problem with Bangalore. Because of traffic, occasionally collisions do happen. This is a Bangalore traffic joke I've inserted for no reason.
Wow. I mean, they're well thought of, but I just hope that Siraj, there's nothing really serious. We saw that with Williamson as well, just hobbling off barely moments in 2023. It was almost like he dropped the catch and then he like speared the chest of Dinesh Karthik. Like he did an edge there. I mean, an edge is an edge in Lita edge. If you guys know.
I mean, you guys remember that Multan game when Kev took the catch but then bumped his knee into Hemang Badani's face?
Yeah, for sure. But still
shit.
Hemang Badani bichara wahan.
But honestly, very good tactics by Siraj, making sure
God,
the
look what happens here. Look what
captain
happens here. Saurabh, just look at this now.
क्या तुम्हारा local crowd यार front side screen के ऊपर आ रहा है गलत भाई क्या है manner
He's scared, bro. Rohit, he can't face Siraj. He's been dropped. He's got a life where he scored off him. Siraj is one of the worst game players. I honestly think so, Pranav. Even when he's at the tail.
वो तो है ही वो तो सबको पता है हीरो है सामने अक्षर पटेल खेल रहा है 4 मैच से आउट नहीं हुआ है वो भाई को छक्का मार के दिखा रहा है 3 बार
अरे dude, but I agree. I think Siraj को bowling बहुत मस्त आती है, ठीक है, उसका कुछ doubt नहीं है. He's like one of the best pace bowlers in the world at the moment.
Yes.
Dude, nobody, by the way, this replay, none of them called. Both DK and Siraj, neither of them called. And I think if you are fielding with Siraj, you should call not only him but his whole family. You should be on a con call, on a WhatsApp call with his whole family, telling Siraj to leave the catch and let you catch it. You guys are still having internet issues, no?
खुद ही पीछे हट जाओ क्या यही करती
No, it's all fine now.
I think it's still pretty grainy. Wait a second. I'll just go check the video while you guys are here. 1 second. Anyway, there's nothing we can do about it. तो कल enjoy करो यार, बात सुनो यार, क्या बड़ी बात है?
No, 100%. I'm just thinking now, will they go back to top three, just pace, finish it off, good power play? Oh no.
और कौन है? आकाशदीप?
Yeah, I was thinking 1-0 of him, surely. 1-0 of him, surely. I mean, it doesn't make sense to bowl.
You can't bowl off spin right now.
No,
because
not at all.
Sky is there.
It is
Akashdeep.
It is Akashdeep. So Akashdeep gets the nod.
Second season.
So maybe I think Harsha will bowl 2 and Top Hill bowl 1 at the death.
Yeah. Why not 2?
Yeah, 2 as well, maybe. Akashdeep. Oh, edge. Oh, brilliantly fielded. Reese Popley.
Dude, this is a crazy bad start, man. Like 19 for 2 and 5 was just horrendous. Oh, beautiful.
True.
It's shocking. It's shocking.
This is literally like the reverse of the last match, right? Like they're like, what Rajasthan can do, we can do 1/4 of. This is what 85 they scored in 6.
These guys are playing the second
I'm
innings.
sure I thought Rajasthan was dry. Guys. Great feeling.
Oh,
Strategic drop.
gone! This time it's gone. It's Akashdeep. Rohit has been looking absolutely out of order, and he gets out.
He has been relieved from his misery.
10 ball 1. And Akashdeep nicks off the Indian captain.
Oh,
20 for 3.
God.
What's happening in Mumbai? Saurabh, talk to me.
Well, I first of all feel really bad right now because Dinesh Karthik took the catch and Siraj did not try and interfere with this one. Like what I would have loved to see is just Siraj running in from third man and just hitting Dinesh Karthik and trying to take that catch as well, just to make up.
मैं पकड़ेगा.
Dude, but yeah, this is Rohit Sharma's looked like really out of it today, man. Like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I'm just thinking the way Ruturaj has played, Gill has played, the spark that Prab Simran showed, how Jaiswal played today.
How KL failed, how Rohit failed.
I mean, I don't think the players who played for India in the World Cup, a few of them, I don't see them ever playing again, at least in T20s for India.
So who are
no
those?
chance.
Who are those?
I think it's end of the road for Rohit, Kohli and KL. And DK.
But you haven't seen Kohli and DK.
But Kohli will still play ODIs and tests. But I think T20s, it's signs are pretty clear, right? I mean, look at the next gen. One thing that it's pretty obvious in the last 3-4 games itself is the exceeding amount of intent that everyone is showing.
True, but then the problem is that people like Shaw, Abhishek Sharma, and Rahul Padia failed. I know it's just one innings into the tournament, but again, people will be like, "Oh, they failed as well." So why aren't you saying that?
मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा. मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि now since the options are going to be a lot,
Yeah,
we'll see a massive overall.
we will. Tilak Verma, by the way, is come out of bat 20 for 3. And if you guys are joining us, do give us some love by sharing and liking this particular video. Rohit, I'm happy that Amir Khan wasn't bowling for Oh my goodness.
Retake ले ले भाई retake.
Next कराते हो आमिर खान से actual match में सिराज दे देते हो.
Dude, what is Kieran Pollard's role? What is his role? Is he just there for like motivation?
He's the mentor of mentors.
The finisher coach.
Finishing mentor.
He's the Islam. I mean, like, I don't think. Actually, you know what? Maybe he's very, very likable. He doesn't seem like. Yeah. Rohit, I like what Mukul Javla said. Rohit should play as a finisher for MI because I actually kind of.
One second. Tilak Verma has played just a golf stroke here.
Look at how the young ones are playing.
The young ones.
Look at them, young ones.
Young ones
are playing young guns.
आजकल के नौजवानों को देखो. ओहो.
Rohit was missing one
That's
of
a crazy shot.
So am I.
Yeah, we all are. And if it wasn't for the 6, I think Mumbai were threatening to break the lowest score on the power play this year at least. We've seen some shockers so far.
Which was what, Lucknow last game?
Yeah, it was Lucknow.
Oh, maybe I know Hyderabad.
Hyderabad today?
Yeah, I think so.
In Bangalore, Baburao, that's a good stat question.
Anirudh, if you're listening to us, can you answer Baburao's question and just smack that nugget on our faces?
For sure. That too in Bangalore, below 50 here on power play is pedestrian. Yeah, I mean, right now, it might still be a good pitch. I just think you look at the bowling of RCB so far in this 5.5 overs, quite brilliant. Topley and Siraj in particular. Pitch map might be something good to see. Can't see Kavya Maran sad. SRH has to play well to uplift her mood. Otherwise, ban this team forever. Oh God, Chapal Chor. Saurabh, is he being extremely harsh there?
I mean, look, there's a lot of players I really like in the rising moon of Hyderabad. Like Umran Malik is one of my favorite players to see play. Harry Brook is devastatingly good. When is Aiden Markram supposed to join? By the way, is he going to join after the third match?
Yeah,
next
game I think, because he scored just 175 while his team was losing their shit. He scored 175 in the ODI.
That is all.
against Netherlands. But
Yeah.
I mean, it counts. Netherlands, I mean, dude, South Africa कितना भड़ास निकालेगी उन लोग के ऊपर यार. अभी तो Netherlands के साथ they're not going to lose for at least 2 years now. They're like, no, never again. This is like 2 साल का अपन लोग ने लिख के रखा हुआ है कि तुम लोग के साथ बहुत बुरी तरह नहीं हारेंगे हम लोग. But yeah, I think that's why they played a full-fledged side there. But Sunrisers is just known for making strange
Where do you
decisions.
think they'll finish, Saurabh, Sunrisers, in terms of your season's predictions? Do you think they'll threaten top four, make top four? Not a chance. Where do you stand?
Dude, I think it all depends on Harry Brook. I think eventually it all if Harry Brook plays the way he plays in Tests and in fact in T20s recently he's going to explode. But barring that, and Umran Malik still looks like he's not a finished product. Even though I mean I think we saw that today as well. He bowled that one ball to I've forgotten who he got out. Padikal. But barring that, yeah, it looks like a slightly like, dude, even the decisions they made to bowl today seemed strange. I don't know. They just keep making strange decisions. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, SRH honestly looked like a fish out of water, but hopefully Brian Lara gets it right. Remember, it's his debut season as a coach, so let's see how that story moves along. Now, Harsha Patel is a key player for Bangalore, has been for a while. He's coming to the attack right now. Let's see how it goes about post-powerplay, 29-3. And right now, I know it's too early to call in terms of predictions, guys, but what are we looking at right now? Are we looking at Sky and Tilak to counter-attack their way and bail Mumbai out?
I mean, they've hardly scored anything in the power play.
Yeah. So, how do you think the game will fizzle out from here? At least in the next 5 to 10 overs. Are you pro Bangalore or pro Mumbai here?
I you know what? I finally figured out which teams I actually like in this League of Premier Indians. I like the Daredevils from Delhi. We can say it because the team doesn't exist anymore. And I like RR. Last year I had the chance to go see 2 IPL matches with my son, and both matches were RR. And one they won and one they lost. And I saw that crazy hat trick by Chahal. And I really like the side, man. I like Rajasthan. I wish, because I want Samson to do what Parthiv Patel did with the Gujarat team in the Ranji Trophy. Right? Remember that legendary story where he met Ganguly at the airport and Ganguly told him कि तू तो हर साल run बनाते ही रहता, तो तुझे तो कुछ extra करना पड़ेगा. And then he decided, I'm going to make this team win the whole Ranji Trophy. And that's what he did. And I have a feeling that with Samson, that might be the thing. Where if he finally wins this Bharat Premier League, that will give the selectors even more reason to drop him. They'll say, yeah, he didn't win, team won, or some rubbish like that. They'll just keep him out because KL Rahul is just the cutest man in the world, and I don't know what it's. I don't want to go into another KL Rahul thing, but I think I really like the way Rajasthan is shaping up. I like Delhi as well. So those are the 2 teams. Barring that, I mean, I'm just here for good cricket, you know.
Just here for good cricket. We do this segment normally in the mid-inning show called the Top Fives, but we'll probably do one now with Saurabh, and so we'll have a little bit of fun. Meanwhile, Tilak Verma has got another boundary under his belt, 12 of 5, and he's really adding some impetus to this Mumbai innings. 35 for 3, 6.3. Join us if you're watching somewhere, sync in your streams, and of course, tell a friend about cricket.com. So, boys, this was a heated conversation in the office earlier today, and it made me think of asking you guys this actually in terms of top 5 fielders right now in India. And I say fielders as in, especially in terms of their catching ability and patrolling the boundary and all of that, not being a slip.
All inclusive.
All inclusive also. So top 5 Indian fielders. You guys can go whichever order. Saurabh, you want to go first?
I'll tell you the worst. I think it's Mohammad Siraj. I mean, like, dude, like it's hilarious to me that the number of catches he drops, the number of and also, like, I know, look, I have a lot of sympathy for these players under pressure and all that kind of stuff. But what happened with Khalil Ahmed the other day with that catch that he dropped, which cost them essentially the match, I was like, dude, I get it that they're under pressure and blah blah blah, but I have at least like 3 geriatrics living in my building who walk around with crutches who I'm pretty sure could have caught it. They may have caught it in their belly because it's like distended and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, they could have done that. So I just think some of the catching by a lot of the Indian players is just terrible. But again, I think if you're doing top 5, then Jadeja obviously is there. Who else is there, man? Like if Kohli, if you discount Kohli's horrendous record with catching, which I don't think you can. I think as ground fielding goes, he's pretty good. Who are your 5? I would love to know. I've not really done enough research to figure out who the best fielders are.
So Avnish planted this question specifically so that you say Kohli is among the top 5.
100%.
That's the only reason he.
That's not even a debate, right, Saurabh? Surely.
No, but he's a horrible catcher. He doesn't like his catching record is terrible, dude. It's like you can't be a
but
great
that's
fielder
again-
and be that bad at catching.
That's again a recency bias. I think of late, yes, there have been lots of famous drops as well. And in the past, he's had his fair share of drops. But generally, the volume of catches compared to what the ones he's taken and he's dropped, and the blinders included, the overall package, the way he runs and saves 2s and 3s or whatever, you have to add him in the top 5. You have to.
Yeah, dude, I think Vijay Mallya was a tremendous businessman. I think we should just overlook the loans.
No, but okay. I'll tell you my top 5, then Soman, you can probably think about it. Jadeja's in there.
Yeah.
Kohli's in there.
Yeah.
I think Manish
Yeah.
Pandey is in there. I would also
Yeah.
add maybe the likes of the interesting chart for me would be 2 players, and this is where it gets a little tricky. KL Rahul, I think, is a superb fielder. I generally
Yeah,
think
he's a very good fielder.
he's a good
Yeah.
fielder. And the other one I'd like to throw in, which is not a popular choice, is Umesh Yadav.
Stolen mine. Umesh Yadav is definitely among the
Umesh Yadav.
best. He's definitely the best bowler fielder that India's
Ever produced?
ever तो पता नहीं, but हाँ, जब से हमने
Kapil Dev or
जब
Umesh
से हमने
Yadav?
होस्ट संभाला है, तब से तो उतना अच्छा bowler fielder नहीं
So
देखा
who's the
कभी।
better fielder, Kapil Dev or Umesh Yadav?
अरे कैसे पता? कपिल देव को फील्डिंग करते नहीं देखा. He's definitely, see, Umesh Yadav is definitely better than Ashish Nehra, Munaf Patel, Khalil Ahmed, Mohammad Siraj, ईशांत शर्मा, रविचंद्रन अश्विन, आरपी सिंह और किस किस के नाम ले?
Srishant.
बुमराह, भुवी,
Yeah, I think it's
Shami.
It's shocking. Honestly shocking.
I think the only way to settle this is that we need to roam around with vada paos in our hands and just throw them at Kapil Dev randomly at random points. And also at Umesh Yadav. And then we can check who has done a better job. Underrated fielder, Riyan Parag. Or Riyan Parag is not a bad option. He's actually a very good fielder, like we discussed.
That's where this whole top 5 banter came with. I think we saw Riyan Parag field earlier. And I think Lance said that they...
So
a little bit of
a
a
few
fall there.
people actually rated Riyan Parag above Kohli, and my opinion was that's because the sheer amount of volume of cricket we see with Kohli fielding. अगर उतने matches Riyan Parag के भी देखोगे तो it'll average out.
नहीं, पर एंड में कैचिंग की बात है ना, मतलब कैचिंग में आई थिंक विराट कोहली अपने ऊपर बहुत ही ज्यादा प्रेशर डालता है. दैट्स द सिंपल थिंग. It's obviously playing on his mind because it's not something he can entirely control because it's all about concentration, it's all about all that nonsense. But I would say honestly, I think Ashwin is a better fielder than Kohli because his catching is better. That's it. That's all I'll say.
Wow.
Samson is really good. Samson is a
expect-
great choice, dude.
Yes.
Samson in the outfield is damn good. Yeah.
Samson is a good shot, Tanmay. So yeah, I mean, keep your comments coming through in terms of all the top 5s. 40 for 3, by the way, 7.2. We just featured the lowest power play score in Bengaluru, which of course is Bangalore. No surprise for guessing their own house and home. 20 for 3 in 2020.
Oh, MI have been here before.
MI
21 for 4
Yeah,
in
but
2017.
Remember that Badri match with Krunal Pandya and Kiran Pollard won it for them? Badri got a hat trick. Badri got a hat trick.
Of course.
It was tough. Oh, 1 second. He injured himself here. There could be an injury here. It's Reece Topley who's holding his shoulder, and there could be a replacement. Remember the last time RCB injured a left-arm pacer, an international pick. It was Dirk Nannis, and Chris Gale came in as a replacement. Am I speaking too soon? So
No, I'm just thinking about a conversation we had before the IPL with Dan Weston,
yeah.
where we actually had a poll, discussion among ourselves that who's more injury prone, Reece Topley or Jason Bender. And it just,
I'll ask you another question. Who's more injury prone, Reece Topley, Mark Wood, or Jofra Archer?
Reece Topley is like injured every other day.
So then Mark Wood and Jofra Archer every other week.
Yeah, at least थोड़ा difference है.
This
Yeah,
couple
Jofra
weeks.
Archer को अभी series of injuries हुए हैं. उसके पहले he's been relatively fit.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not his bowling arm, but look, hopefully Reece Topley or Rice Popley, as Saurabh calls him, is fine.
Yeah, man. I love Reece Topley bowling, man, because he really looks like he could be, Generation X from WWE. He seems like he could be part of that entire crew. He's got the tattoos, he's got the whole look, he's got the Theo Von kind of haircut. It's great. I I'm a big fan. I love the way he bowls. It's awesome fun to watch him. He's always happy about being there. He doesn't seem like a dick. Seems like a
Yeah, he
fun
does.
guy enjoying his cricket. You know what I'm saying? So I like Reece Topley a lot. Mark Wood, dude. Listen, while we are on this break, Mark Wood yesterday. Come on, man. That was that first ball to Prithvi Shaw. I was like, oh my! Like I don't think you can judge. I mean, again, Prithvi Shaw's got out like that with the in cutter into him quite often, but. There's some glorious bowling, man. I mean, that guy Mark Wood is just something else. It's just a joy to watch that guy.
Mark Wood was like an under 23 guy playing in an under 12 game.
Yeah, dude, I haven't seen a Wood move that fast since Groot. Thank you. I do professional comedy. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
But yeah, he was top. I mean, he had a chance to get the second sixer in IPL history. The only other bloke who's done it is Alzadi Joseph. And he was 5 for 14. It ended as 5 for 14, but he could have got a 6 for. But yeah, I mean, just a word on yesterday's game that you brought it up right now. Lucknow, 50-run win. That'll do them a world of confidence going into that Monday night game against Chennai.
Yeah, but also, like, let's be honest, man. You know how this whole Bharat League of Premiers works always. Is that every year, I don't think we know anything that's going to happen until about 8 matches in. Because just randomly, some team could just go off on a losing spree or some team could just go off on a winning spree. So even like as much, like you never know, Hyderabad might just make it to the top. For anything could happen. Riyan Parag could become like the president of the G20 summit. You just never know. Anything is possible in this tournament. So I think it's way too early to tell who's going to make it. It's interesting right now to see. Like, dude, I love the fact that Piyush Chawla is playing today. That's just like, I mean, that's just great. And I like the fact that Amit Mishra was in contention day before yesterday. I mean, I enjoy this kind of bizarreness, and it's a point where both of those people could be pivotal in getting the teams across, which is just fascinating. So way too early for me to tell. What do you think? Can you guys tell?
And yet Piyush Chawla is not the oldest member in that team.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Who's the oldest?
Piyush Chawla is younger than Virat Kohli, by the way, on paper, still.
Are you serious? I didn't know that, dude.
He is.
There's no way that's possible.
Just UP.
I mean,
no, but
paper,
is he seriously?
Yeah, but like 30 odd days.
Dude, but listen, like my dad doesn't know his birth date. But my dad was born in 1952. I mean, it's not Piyush Chawla. My dad, like every his birthday is actually is he doesn't know. They just said कि सबके सब कुछ जुलाई में पैदा हुए थे. So 7 children are all born in July. Nobody knows which month. They're like पूछता था. So I mean, but come on, man, Piyush Chawla is hilarious. Other than good, please go ahead. Yeah.
No, I mean, I just kind of starstruck about.
Let's look at that. Ages on paper. Meanwhile, you continue. Yeah.
No, for sure. I mean, sometimes when you look at certain players, you're thinking, 100% he's like 40,000 years old. But then you think, oh my God, really? He's still 34? Shit, no ways. 43 for 3, by the way. 8 overs gone. The substitutes, as you can see on the right, for Mumbai, lots of options that they have, including Jason Behrendorff, who played for RCB before. But here's a man who's playing for RCB for the first time, in Michael Bracewell. Remember, he was a replacement for Will Jacks. So the off-spinner, left-handed batter from New Zealand, can do a lot of things right. He's bowling to Tilak right now, 43 for 3. Saurabh, so you want to confirm the ages?
So on paper, Virat Kohli is 34 years, 148 days. And Piyush Chawla is 34 years, 99 days.
This is no way, dude. This cannot be real. Like, I'm 41 years old. I've seen people my age. Piyush Chawla is one of me.
The funny thing is, you remember that 2007 ODI series against England, right? India, England. Piyush Chawla played that.
Yeah.
Virat was still not even playing the Under-19 World Cup in 2008. So there's something really fishy over there.
I think because he's been playing for so long, maybe that's all it is. But I mean, there is no way. I mean, you know how they have dog years where it's like 7 years per this thing? I'm saying that this is like maybe, let's say, cat years. I think one cat year equals to like 4 years. So I think Piyush Chawla is about 132 years old. I think that's more likely.
Yeah, maybe.
Piyush years.
Oh, gone, is it? Oh, no. Sorry. Apologies.
No, but Will Jacks, Bracewell replacing Will Jacks, okay, that is a weird sentence. Bracewell has won games for New Zealand in the recent past, which I don't think anybody would have won. So the fact that he was not picked is absolutely absurd to me. It made no sense that he was not picked even before because the guy is a pretty decent bowler. I mean, that was a lot of turn there. So that's quite surprising.
Yeah, it is quite surprising because, like, you look at generally how Bangalore picked, right? And not to forget Mike Hessen's involvement in this because Mike Hessen would have definitely had Bracewell on his radar. Some of the picks also not to be there in the IPL right now. We mentioned Dasan Chanaka's name invariably, how he's never got a gig in the IPL, dude. Like he's taking Australia down single-handedly before he's taking India down at home. So that's a name which keeps cropping up. But I'm guessing Kane Williamson's replacement.
There's quite a few.
Yeah. That's not a bad shot for Kane Williamson's replacement. Darshan Chanaka 3. They anyway play Vijay Shankar. Yeah. Catch that! Gone! Oh. Sky's gone! Get in there! Surya Kumar Yadav, I love you for Team India, but not for Mumbai Indians, my friend. Off you go. 48 for 4, lads. Get in. Get in. Yeah, Saurabh.
Oh, man. That was a loose shot. And, I was just talking about Bracewell and immediately he takes the wicket. It's just like, maybe I should be team selector, guys. Yeah. Maybe I should be sitting there in the auction. But this is MI are playing like MI is playing like they're still in the last year. They've not gotten over the last year yet. This is fairly. I mean, this is really not good.
Yeah, but watching this MI team really makes me want this league to have relegations. I mean, they should not be playing with the big boys.
Why?
Oh wow!
क्या चल रहा है?
होता है भाई, होता है. I mean, they were 21 for 4 in this very stadium and they won that game. So it's about the opposition.
Hey, by the way, Tim David is still there. Tim David is still there.
Just
so we have to take that into consideration. Sorry, Saurabh?
Tim David is there, man. वो कुछ कर सकता है मतलब, like barring his weakness in spin and all.
Do you think now they could potentially use the impact sub as a batter? Get someone who can bat?
I think if they can get 3 impact subs, I think they'll get a good score.
Yeah.
If they get,
But
if they get
17 crores on a player who's played like 2 T20 games in his life, they deserve to be in this position.
That way. No, but I'm saying, is there merit enough for Hrithik Shawkin as an impact batter? In case they lose a couple
maybe Hrithik Shawkin, Shah Rukh Khan.
But I think I thought the impact player can only come in the second innings. Isn't that the rule?
No. I mean, yesterday's game we saw one ball being used really well from Lucknow. Remember the fact that Badoni got out and then they sent Krishnappa Gautam.
The street smartness.
Yeah. No, but Krishnappa Gautam is another one of those cricketers who I cannot understand why teams don't take more seriously. This guy, he's tall. He's great. Back then, he's usually very reliable. Every time he's given a chance to bat, he's always destructive. Every time he's given a chance to bowl, he's pretty good. So if I was money balling this shit, right, there is absolutely no way that Krishnappa Gautam does not make it to every goddamn 11 in every side. It's crazy to me that he's not given the kind of respect that he's a tall dude. He always, dude, yesterday he got smashed by, who was batting yesterday and he got smashed by the ball. I think it's like most people's thumb would have gotten dislocated and landed in like the commentator's box and they would have sucked on it and said, Gautam's thumb tastes yummy. And he was just like, rubbed it off and went off with stuff. I mean, this is an exceptional cricketer who just gets no bhav because he's not, I don't know, saleable or some shit. It's dumb, dude. Some of these decisions by these teams are dumb.
Where his graph has like sort of dipped. 2020 by I this one game, Punjab were playing Mumbai, and apparently Punjab's captain, he asked him to bowl the last over with Pollard and Pandya batting. Literally ended his career there and there. फिर उसके बाद he went to Chennai. एक मैच भी नहीं खिलाया. बाउंड्री पे खड़ा किया, कैच छोड़ दिया. खाली खाया, फिर ग्राफ गिर गया. So time
no, but I get where Saurabh's coming in from because look, high intent with the bat, can bowl across phases with the ball apart from the death. That is Mumbai, of course, rightfully dismantled him. But it's just not the attractive name, right? Like if he had a fancy name, like in the sense, I don't know, if his name was John Krishna or something like that, or John Bracewell, he would have got a gig for sure. In a better team.
Yeah, if he took a flight, if for every IPL auction, if he took a flight via Wellington, then they would be
Yeah.
like, oh, इसमें chance है, इसमें कुछ अलग है. But it's absolutely ridiculous that he's treated the way he's treated. Dude, it's like Kuldeep Yadav playing exceptionally well again under Dhoni and against Rohit Sharma because he's given that confidence to do it. Or basically all of Gujarat Titans playing well against Hardik Pandya because they know what their role is. And sometimes I just feel like all the sexy players, I'm a sexy player. Look at me in this ad where do you want to buy mutual funds? Okay, I'm going to be death bowler. I'm like, no, just because you're. But listen, I really enjoyed Mohammad Siraj in the ad, man. His dialogue delivery is very cute. He's very cute in ads. I just have to say that.
No, for sure. I think the ads made a few chuckles. Chachat, meanwhile, is saying, why is Little Tendulkar not playing today? In fact, I was dreading that Tendulkar will probably be playing.
Little Tendulkar is a little sick.
He could have probably got the main man out. But having said that, I mean, right now, Nitin Vadira has come out of bat. There was a case of debutant to debutant there. Bracewell to Vadira.
Nehal Vadira, yeah.
Nehal Vadira.
Apparently, Nehal Vadira scored some 500 odd runs in an under-23 game.
Yeah.
Once in his life.
Yeah. Tilak, going down the ground just for a single. So 50.
No, 1 second. 500 runs in a 2 innings game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know. इतना detail नहीं पता. Headline पढ़ा था मैंने बस.
नहीं पर अच्छा हाँ ठीक है हो सकता है चलो.
So both lefties are left.
I don't know much about this guy. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? The new guy who's come. I don't know anything about him.
He's a leg spinner who can bat.
Acha.
He's a leg spinner who can bat. So before Saurabh goes, because he's going to be joining us again in the second innings, the first 10 overs, he'll be going in the next 4 balls. Why don't you take this one from your favorite user in Chachant right now, because he asks a good question. At least to you, just make it felt in the public, please.
Seeing 5 matches now, which teams are you guys backing for top 4? I'll tell you who I want in the top 4. Okay, as I said, I think the Delhi Daredevils from Delhi are great. I think the Royal Color Blue from Rajasthan, I want to see there. I definitely want to see Bengaluru Traffic make it for sure. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Because I always like them making it and then losing in the critical match.
How's that? Please don't want anything, man. Sorry, Saurabh.
Yeah. And then fourth team, I mean, whatever, I'm open to ideas. But, you know what, let's just go with Hyderabad. I think that'll be fun.
No Lion Cubs of Chennai?
Dude, they looked very, really uninspiring in that one game. They look like, I think so far the 2 teams that have looked really out of it so far have seen it seemed the Lion Cubs of Chennai, and I think Hyderabad just had a bad game, but yeah.
I think Chennai will probably roar at Chepauk tomorrow. Obviously, away from home will be the tricky bit where they'll have to conjure up a few wins at least. But I think Chennai have a real chance in terms of making the top 4. Who knows? I mean, we put out a prediction video, by the way, with all the top 4 predictions of the CDC in-house boys. You guys can check that out on YouTube right now. Meanwhile, RCB have reviewed a decision. Karan Sharma, a man who we've not spoken about because Saurabh mentioned, are you guys surprised with the certain selections? I was going to bring up this guy's name, but then I realized that Karan Sharma is a lucky charm. Wherever he's gone, Saurabh, he ends up winning the IPL. He won it for SRH, he won it for MI, he won it for CSK, and now he could win it for RCB.
Serial trophy winner.
Yeah. Like... that's the kind of, like, we hear about serial killers all the time, but we never hear about a serial trophy winner. Like, just the guy just sneaking into dressing rooms and just winning trophies. But yeah, Karan Sharma is again another one of those underrated dudes who's also interesting. Much like that Murugan Ashwin, who I think they were going to play instead of... Dude, Navdeep Saini. This looks out, by the way. This looks pretty much out, right?
Yeah, Navdeep Saini is an impact sub. He nearly made an impact by killing the batsman today with the 3-1.
Dude, he won 3 no balls in a spell of 2 overs, dude. Like, he looked so like, I think Sangakkar was like wearing his very cool glass. He's like, we wanted to get to see if he's match fit. And Navdeep Saini basically bowled 2 overs to prove, I'm not, guys. Just wait, just give me a couple of games. And even though, dude, Navdeep, that's not out? Pitching outside leg, or?
No, pitching outside leg.
So I think if someone can dig up the stat, for me, Navdeep Saini is a bowler who has bowled the maximum beamers per game in the history of cricket.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's a good question for a stats man Ani over there. Genuinely, if he can, if he can find that bit.
Dude, how does a stats person find out that information, by the way? Do you have to watch every bit of this thing, or do you just check how many no balls they've bowled and then backtrack and see the time codes? How do you figure this out?
कुछ ऐसा एल्गो होगा जहां पर कहीं से सेलेक्ट कर सकते हो कि बीमर फिर बॉलर फिर वैसे करके फिर सारे बॉलर के बीमर फिर उनके मैच से डिवाइड करो फिर निकालो मैथ्स.
Dude, the most number of beamers I've seen is in Delhi. Yeah. You know, that's the kind of joke I want to leave you guys with. I want to leave you on a joke like saying...
That's a good one. Honestly, Saurabh, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you in the second part of this game.
By the way, my prediction is that Mumbai is going to make 155 for 8. And I think they're going to make 100 runs in the last 10. That's my prediction right now.
Okay, interesting. Thank you, and thanks for that demonic smile as well. And enjoy the sparkling water, aka gin.
Hey, today this done. But thanks. I'll see you guys in the second innings, last 10. Hoping for an exciting finish here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what Tim David does and all of that. I'll see you both in a bit. Bye.
Bye. See you, Saurabh.
You want me to stick around till your guests join? Okay, I'm out. Okay, take it.
Right, so Saurabh Pant there, brilliant stuff from him, and one man replacing the other, and Crick Crazy Nicks joins us right now, who's smiling away after that reverse sweep from Tilak Verma of Michael Bracewell. So by getting on with it, 155 for 8, so is what Saurabh said. Do you agree with him? And then we'll come to Nicks.
Let's see, I want them to score that.
Yeah.
Abhi maza aayega bhai, nahi to kaise chalega ye?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been so far diabolical for Mumbai, 59 for 4, 10.2. But what's worse is this stupid TV connection in the CDC
Producer bhai,
I want to break the TV. Nicks coming here. So far, what's excited you? What's not excited you? You saw the Siraj DK WWE wrestling move. It was all going on.
Thank you.
Yeah, the most exciting bit was how Mumbai continued to bat versus pace in the power play.
Yeah.
Anytime the ball moves off the straight, they are like, "Kya karna hai, bhai? Batao kuch message do dressing room se," which is very weird, but very good to see also. Mumbai have troubled a lot of teams with their opening partnerships over the years. So good to see them in that spot as well. Because both, I mean, Rohit couldn't buy a run. I'm not like saying it in any other meaning, but he could literally not get off. He couldn't get moving. So, and I think both Siraj, 10 ball 1, and he had a catch drop and again got out. So, pretty much sums up. But then you get that when you are starting in Bangalore, sometimes the surface is a bit sticky to begin. So that happens.
And at times, like, look, I was trying to figure out whether it was just Siraj and Topley nailing their lines and lengths, but they were actually all over Mumbai like a rash. Soman, who's figured out the TV, thank God for that, because the TV was just producing howler after howler. So far, Bracewell's bowled 1.5 overs. There's going to be Akashdeep, Harsha's just bowled 1, so plenty of options. Right now, I'm thinking RCB have to take something under 131, right?
Oh, they would want them to. Yeah. They would want them to be restricted.
Because he said 155 for 8. Where do you stand in the prediction scene right now?
I would say 140.
140. Okay. Do you expect Tilak to probably be there till the end? Because they don't have that much batting, Mumbai, do they?
They have Tim David.
And when do you think you'd send him in? Paji is not coming in today, Chant. He's he did a dance.
Yeah, Paji is like
of sorts,
having fun. It's his cousin's engagement.
It's his cousin's engagement, unfortunately. Or fortunately, sorry. For us, unfortunately. But yeah, 63 for 4, 11 overs gone.
Nikhil, your thoughts on Sunrisers, Hyderabad?
Very like worst possible start for them. You could
all that could go wrong went
wrong. Yeah, and I mean, how ironic and apt that they were struggling and their captain was scoring for fun at the other end in some other continent. So it's fair reflection. I think they missed him a lot, and a lot is a lot. Also, it's the new ball batting. I mean, Trent Bolt, what Trent Bolt gives you. So I felt both at the Rahul Tripathi review was probably the worst so far. It hit it off the face of the bat and reviewed. Okay, by
but I think
yeah.
No, I think he tried to convince or just confirm with the umpire that are you going to review or should I review? Umpire said मैं review नहीं कर रहा है, so he reviewed, and that's a great shot. But why do you get Maxwell now? Tilak is a good.
Needed right now, dude. Karan Sharma was doing nothing wrong. I know
Yeah,
that
but
two left. Yeah, but still, I mean, sometimes it's not always about matchups. To just go with your gut feel at
But
times.
how well is Tilak Verma batting? मतलब look at everyone
Yeah.
else and look at him. Nikhil,
Batting on a different surface.
so abhi tak, what I've observed is there is a clear increase in intent.
Yes.
At least
I
among
heard.
the players who not played for regularly playing for India.
Yep.
I'm just wondering that how will the OGs survive, at least in the T20 format for India. There's no chance, right?
Yeah, and it is actually so refreshing to see that it will naturally put pressure. You don't have to do anything else.
Exactly.
The amount of runs and the strike rate, it is like screaming in front of your eyes that it is the same conditions, same ground that you are playing, similar roles, and see how others are playing and see how you are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, we had W. Raman last year with us for the IPL, and he was absolutely full of praise for Tilak, and rightly so. That's not a wide. That's a very good ball from Maxi, even though he's gone for 10.
Wow,
Oh,
yeah.
what? Review that, Faf. Review that
Nah,
piece of garbage. That is absolute diabolical from Nitin Menon over there. What? They not reviewed it. I can't believe that.
No.
I can't believe that. Tilak has been arresting collapse of Hyderabad and Ranji, and
Yeah.
they add him to the potential next Virat Kohli list, along with Gill, Sestan Agarwal.
Yeah.
And it's so good from an Indian perspective because I feel that India was by lefty.
Exactly. Isn't that the obvious kind of thing, like the fit in the?
They even need a left in the test format, let alone white ball cricket. कोई है ही नहीं.
And how old is Tilak Verma, boys?
2021, not more than that.
Yeah,
Wow.
not more than that.
Younger than Piyush Chawla for sure.
That's a joke.
Oh,
That's a joke.
yeah.
Catch that!
So
Catch that! Oh.
He's 20 born, 2022, 2002. So it's 20, 21. Kafi time.
Piyush Chawla is also there on the starting 11, right? He's not an impact sub.
Yeah, it was very strange to see. I felt that maybe Bangalore is not the place to try him out in the second innings with the dew around.
Last year, Mumbai had Mayank Markande as a spinner. No, sorry, not Markande, but beg your pardon. Ashwin.
Yeah, I'm Ashwin. They had Ashwin.
And they had one more. No, only Murugan Ashwin.
Yeah, only
Yeah.
Murugan Ashwin.
Others were
Yeah,
Mudcuts and Basil.
Karthik, Basil Tampi, yeah.
Karthik
And,
was there. So actually, I think the reason why Maxwell is bowling is because they need to fill out overs from that were left from Stokes.
Tip toply. But then I'd actually get Harshal Patel now, get a wicket, and then get Maxwell out. Just get Tilak Verma out. Then if you want to bowl Maxwell to Team David, fine. Team David might still give you first 4-5 balls. कि ठीक है ये और मैं रिस्क नहीं लेता हूँ. But again, it's just going defensive first.
Yeah. Anyway, 76 for 4, 11.5. All you guys watching, subscribe right now and tell a friend because we're doing great things at cricket.com. Starting today, there'll be lots more content strands. I can promise you that. Fan cams, fantasy previews, funny reels. Jamie Alter is going to get started with his show next week as well. Sunil Chauri going on to say any team that has benefited from impact player yet. I think it was
Rajasthan.
LSU, right?
Rajasthan definitely benefited.
Oh, Rajasthan as well. Oh, are you saying that in a sarcastic way? Yeah, of course.
I think LSG did for sure.
Yeah.
And then Delhi made a strategic move.
No, I think you could call that a strategic move. But
Yeah.
Let's count all the impacts. Tushar Deshpande did not add a lot of value.
Yeah.
Sai Sudarshan was needed because Kane Williamson got injured.
Yeah.
So that is useful.
Yeah.
And then Krishnappa Gautam, of course, made impact. What happened in the Kolkata?
Rishi Dhawan came on.
Rishi Dhawan gave no
Venki, yes.
no points there. Venkatesh Iyer, okay.
Yeah.
Then what happened in the Delhi? Who Delhi brought in?
Aman Khan.
Aman Khan भी ठीक ही था, मतलब कुछ खास नहीं किया.
कुछ किया नहीं है.
Navdeep Singh did not add a lot of value. Who was the other? Who did Hyderabad bring in?
Abdul Samad.
They brought in Abdul Samad, who जो कुछ कर नहीं सकता था. The game was already over by then. So yeah, I think to answer your question, only Lucknow has benefited so far.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, what has happened is I was looking at Rajasthan's 11, Punjab's 11. They fielded their best 11 in the first place. They were not very dependent on the impact stuff, which is surprising because I feel the rule is not being utilized well.
Yeah, and also how I think even Gujarat read it wrong. Even Gujarat read it wrong, I felt, in the first game, because they subbed out Kane. They would have had only 10 batters. I don't think that was thought through, that they replaced the only injured batter with another player. Well, theek hai. And with Rajasthan, it was more surprising because I felt that SRH, like before I mean, you did not see the pitch acting the way it did and the start that they had, but it felt like they had Holder at 7 and they had 5 bowling options, like 4 5 bowling options, and you feel like, why would you not play an extra? That's
Extra batter,
actually
yeah.
boundary.
Yeah.
Well, like, why would you not play the extra batter? You could easily sub out the batter then for the bowler, which was. And I actually thought they would get Sandeep Sharma in because he's played a lot of cricket at that venue.
And specifically, the ball was moving, right?
Yeah.
Bolt,
Bolt was getting it to move a lot, but I think KM Asif did well, which is why they felt that let's get Navdeep in some game time. And they gave him some game time again. It felt so, but I couldn't read anything about him anywhere. It should be injured, or like no other way that he doesn't start.
I think Sushant, for me, Gujarat's impact sub should have been someone like Abhinav Manohar and not Sudarshan. Sudarshan should have been in the team.
Exactly, yeah, in the 11.
Ooh, by the way, 82 for 4.
Wait, what a knock on Tilak.
I'm just observing that knock. I mean, it was almost like Gaikwad the other day for Chennai batting at a different pitch. I think he's doing this as well. Look at the traitor, the Bangalore traitor, going across the waters to Mumbai. Can't believe it, Boucher. The fun fact is Bangalore's first ever away win in the IPL. It was this man at the Brabant. Boucher stealing a 6-wicket win or 4-wicket win for Bangalore, I'm not sure. But yeah, former bar in Bangalore. Boy, Tilak's just wondering, what do I do next? Because
too many interferences.
Because right now,
get on with it.
Ishan Kishan should be dropped with immediate effect. Clueless batting, says SS98.
Yeah,
I think IPL 2021, I mean, he's just been having a stinker everywhere. Apart from that,
IPL 2020 was the only good season he had.
Yeah.
It's that point that Saurabh mentioned, right? It's food for famine for Ishan Kishan.
Yeah, and it's also the way he's got out. Huh? I mean,
goes on.
Yeah, and the thing is, he hasn't looked convincing at like any given point. He's always looked as if he's looking, where do I hit next? He got 2 gifts from Reece Topley, which is why he got those boundaries as well. But otherwise, it looked like I don't know how. You can't. There are some players who you feel that okay, now he'll do this and he'll get the runs. But with Ishan, it's swing pe out ho raha hai. Short ball is troubling him. Spin, he's starting slow versus them. So there's lots to work on for him, I feel, and very critical phase as well with the T20 World Cup in West Indies, though it's next year. But you'd want him to be in form.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, by the way, did you realize that the jersey that the women's won it in was the Lotus one, and these men have stuck with their slice, the last year jersey for the Mumbai
Yeah,
Indians.
obviously.
Lotus sponsorship.
Well, the Lotus
exactly.
was 2 different sponsors.
And let's not talk about sponsors.
Yeah, I know, but 2 different sponsors.
Yeah, Lotus, I mean, with the great thing is they've got with Punjab, I think. Punjab was wearing Lotus Herbal yesterday.
Oh, yeah, correct. 84 for 4, 13 overs nearly. Akashdeep surely should be done. I don't think he's going to be bowling more. But
why not? He's doing
I keep forgetting that Topley is just ruled out.
Either him or Maxwell.
Damn it.
So like they have 7 more overs to go.
Impacts up to add 1 more bowler.
I wouldn't mind that,
But why would you do that?
Because it's not even a
But then your batting would be light.
That's fine. We're chasing 130, 140
But you have to take the pitch into account, right? It might be a bad pitch. You never know.
Take it out of the equation like Navdeep Saini.
Ball beamers.
This ball beamers. Honestly, ball
Crazy. I mean, I for 1 second really felt that it could be the first impactful player who could be banned from bowling.
Yeah. Exactly.
After that no ball to Abdul Samad. But yeah, I think Umran played some very good shots. It was very surprising to see that end, but yeah, good. You need people who can hit at the end.
Imagine that Umran gets picked in the base of batting because he's anyway like competing with all the fast bowlers. This, if he can just add some runs like how Shami and Umesh do, it'd be great.
Yeah, and India will at least take him. They may not use him with the bat, but they'll take him for that reason.
Yeah. How on earth could they not pick Del Revis?
And that's fine. That's the mistake they did last season. I think 11 wise it seems fine, but yeah, execution wise maybe not. I really want them to open with Cameron Green. They have to ask Rohit to be a finisher because he's not the same player anymore. I mean, they have to accept.
In a hypothetical world, if Mumbai had the chance to loan players out to other teams, would they loan Bevis out? Because they know that they can't afford to play him.
I mean, in this league, you can't really loan someone out, right? The resources are anyway too little.
Yeah.
Because what if there is a last-minute injury? Then they'll have to play.
You could call him back. You can call him back.
But वो एक मैच उसी मैच में इंजरी हो गई जिसमें तुमने लोन किया है तो फिर.
I mean, that was just a rare one-off, but I don't think that'll happen. But I'm guessing the only clause can be is he doesn't get to play against.
This is where the concept of loaning players is different. Why it works in football is because the teams need that money. They want to free that budget out. With cricket, they already
not necessarily, right? Like they want the players to get also game time.
And it's a longer season.
Yeah.
Here, I'm pretty sure if you don't put a cap, short.
He's got 6 there. That's short trash from Karan Sharma.
And this is why
honestly. I mean, you can't be filling the Hasaranga void.
दो leg spinner लगाया, दो lefty spinner.
No, I mean, I can see why they're trying to just eke an over out of Karan Sharma because they have that top play injury to worry about.
Yeah, but then bowl Bracewell. Why Karan Sharma?
No, I
he could take a wicket, but still.
Karan Sharma, I hope he does take a wicket. Please get this new boy out. Mumbai debutants in Bangalore.
So, coming back to the point, I think, look at if someone like...
he's hit that out of Bangalore.
Oh my God. Where's the ball? Oh my God. It's literally entered the studio that.
Some love from Karan to CDC. Good.
Wow, this is a joke.
It's just for you, Avnish.
Who is this guy? Who is Nehal? I mean, we all know Mumbai.
From Ludhiana.
Know your player. Guys, get it out. Everyone wants to know who Nehal Vadera is.
Get it out.
Yes. First guy from the family to play cricket. I'm sure the entire family in Ludhiana will be happy.
He's taking Chennai Super Kings' number 3 batsman's name right now with that 6. Can't believe that.
Yeah.
2 more 6s.
Honestly, but this is what, again, this is where my problem is with captains. They are thinking so much of the back end that they are not controlling the game right now. They've given away Bangalore 50-run partnership for fun. And of course, as I said, Karan could still take a wicket. But it's...
Catch that. Come on, man. Come on. Who has it done?
He doesn't. Bangalore don't. Mumbai have because he's got 21 of 12.
I know. Fair, but I'll still celebrate a wicket.
That you can do, but they're 100 for 5. They should have been 100 for 7 or something. Just get your best bowlers on. Close the game. I think too many captains just wait. What if Team David comes and fires? But then get him out now only, na? Why thinking so far?
I agree with you fully. And the fact that they had them on the mat.
And this is where things will become tricky for Bangalore. What if now Tim David comes and actually tongs the bowler that they've kept for him?
Exactly. See, I think this is something that happened with Chennai with Bravo as well. They kept 3 of him at the back end most of the times. That he'll bowl 3 of last 7 or something like that. But if he goes for 20 or 30 in the first 2, there is so much pressure on him also that then there is no room for error, which then leaves you with no options.
Yeah, and then it makes you think about your bowling options at the back end, like you rightly said. And I don't know, I just right now think that Bangalore can close the game out quite a little bit more. Yeah, we jinxed it in respect, we did jinx it. But look, still, as a Bangalore fan, I'll take it. 98 for 5, heading into the last 5. I know Tim David's a worry right now, but I think they will have a couple of plans. I'm not saying that he will probably get out first ball or he won't trouble the scorers. He'll probably have a little bit to say out there in the middle.
And they have Jofra as well, the guy who can bat.
But good question. Who do you think then they bowls at the end? Siraj has only 1. Harshal definitely bowls 3. But who's bowling from the other end?
And Harshal bowling 3 is a little harsh too. Harsh on him. Then he'll go expensive.
And here.
Dekho pitta hai.
Yeah. Or यहाँ पे, if there's any other venue.
See, only Jasprit Bumrah should be allowed to be. He kept 3 overs at the death. No one else.
Agree.
Or maybe even.
नहीं है भाई, कोई नहीं है. इस format में तो कोई नहीं.
Yeah.
No one comes close.
I mean, maybe Malinga in his prime back in the day.
But वो back in the day तो फिर तो अब ऐसे क्या फिर मैं वसीम अकरम बोलूँगा क्या
No, IPL होता है.
अभी let's talk now.
No, but even in IPL history, who else are those bowlers?
But no one.
Death bowlers.
Bravo maybe, of course.
Malinga.
See,
Bravo, Malinga and Bumrah.
Both of them, I think, are in the IPL all-time 11.
Yeah, and if you want to push somebody, I'll push Rishti Tharan from the time back.
Yeah.
So
He's a
like
death bowling specialist. Yeah, that's a good
yeah,
shout.
him, Alfonso Thomas, those few were very good.
Chris
I think
Morris
Arshdeep. Sorry, yeah, Chris Morris also was tried like 3 bowlers at the back end, but didn't
Yeah.
always
But
work out
I
well.
think many a games where Chris Morris bowled a lot of half volleys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Bumrah, we start off the conversation of us with Bumrah's name as well.
Yeah, and I think Arshdeep is someone who's getting into that role now. But thankfully, when there is swing, they use him up, 2 of him up top, which is good.
True. I'm just going to ask you guys who the impact subs will be, at least from Mumbai perspective, because obviously it'll be a bowler. The sub out, I'm guessing, Tilak. Who's been the sub out?
No, but Tilak can bowl, so
They
they'll
should
keep him.
about Surya or Rohit.
Yeah. Not Rohit, Surya they'll sub out.
They'll sub out Surya, you think?
They'll have
Surya is
to.
also an okay fielder. Matlab,
Yeah, though.
yeah.
He's the only one who can't bowl.
He's the only one who can't bowl. I mean, to be honest with you, Tim David and Tilak won't bowl. I know they're options, but are you really going to be using them? Yes.
Yeah, but then
no.
at least you want that option, but you may not always use them, but having them is still a decent bank.
Okay, understandable.
One thing's for sure, this Bangalore team with Kohli in it, they look charged up. Any team with Kohli in it, they look charged up. They look prepared.
Yeah, and I think it's also the atmosphere.
होंगे prepared नहीं होंगे ये नहीं पता, but लगता तो है कि भाई हाँ जीतने आए.
So here's a little confirmation of the impact substitutes that both teams have. Bangalore subs are Anuj Rawat, Suresh Prabhu Desai, Mahipal Lamror, Sonu Yadav, and David Billy. Mumbai Indians, Jason Behrendorff, Vishnu Vinod, Shams Malani, Sandeep Warrior, Ramandeep Singh.
Hey, Jason Behrendorff is in the 11.
No, he's not in the 11. He'll be subbed out. He'll subbed
Rohit
out for.
is wrong. Rohit basically.
Oh, Rohit's. I'm basing it out of it. He said that he's playing. So they're starting on only 3 overseas.
Yes, because they want Jason to bowl in the second half. And he'll take 2 openers, of course. But still.
Correct. So basically, Sky for.
But why not
Behrendorff.
include him in the 11?
Who?
So they have Jofra Archer next.
Yeah,
And then Hrithik Shaukin,
Hrithik Shaukin.
Arshad. And then Kumar Karthikeya must be in the 11, right?
No, Arshad Khan है ना 11 में.
Yeah.
Like Kumar Karthikeya bhi hai ki
No,
nahi
he's
team
not.
mein?
He's not at all.
No, he's not in the 11.
Oh, he's not playing this game.
Not a sub, nothing.
Yeah.
Damn it, dude.
So I think they probably felt that Jason, if they bowled first, Jason is an ideal guy to include in the 11. And
Yeah.
because they were bowling second, they felt that maybe it might be Nehal
Really.
Vadera who might be the guy that
So
they've.
of course, they picked Piyush Chawla over Kumar Karthikeya. What am I thinking and what are they thinking?
What are they thinking? You remember
Arey,
this
matchup. Let me give you matchup.
Look at this Gangnam Style wicket.
I'll give you Glenn Maxwell, 6 balls, 3 runs against Piyush Chawla. It's all against Piyush Chawla. Let me find one other. Faf also 17 balls, 15 runs, 1 wicket. Kohli is 22 balls, 28 runs, 0 wicket. So there is enough data, भाई data.
उनके ऐप पे देख रहे हो ना?
cricket.com मैंने पहले बोला है बात भारी है पे भाई ऐसी थोड़ी. Sorry.
मैचअप डेटा और कहाँ दिखेगा?
हाँ बिल्कुल और एक जगह पे दिखता बहुत जगह पे पर एक जगह पे इजीली स्वैप करना है बिटवीन
होता
टीम्स.
सबके पास है.
दिखा था डेटा कोई नहीं. Correct. But I think they've allowed Mumbai a score here. It's 99 for 5. They could easily get 150 here. Unless they take 2 wickets in 1 over.
स्टार पे तो 102 हो गए भाई. पूरा ओवर आगे चल रहा है.
Really? A shopper, brilliant bowling.
Reviewed, right?
Good over.
First one of the over. 15 gone, 1
No
or 2
time out.
for 5.
So 5 overs left.
Shall we also make an impact sub in the studio?
Yeah, we could.
If Mr. Akshay is
Akshay Kumaraswamy are being summoned here, my friend. We can make it a Bangalore panel in terms of the in-house panel. I'm not
Thanks.
sure if Mo the Bangalore panel right now. At least just me and Akshay,
Yeah.
if he's here.
Yeah, I wanted to actually wear the RCB jersey, but then I saw Karan Sharma in that 11 and I felt like, ये बढ़िया है, कोई tension नहीं है.
He's a serial trophy winner, like
Of
Aditya
course.
Plessis,
So
Parthiv
in
Patel.
respect of him, I'm not wearing.
Yeah, true. Who the other serial trophy winners?
Dan Christian. Daniel Christian, bye.
Yeah, Aditya Tare has 5 titles, I think.
3 titles, I guess.
ये पहले भी था ना? When KKR when he was with them also, na? No? Let me check. Good thing to check.
Okay, with that, I think while Nikhil is checking, we'll make a
Yeah.
cheeky
Yeah,
substitution.
cheeky substitution. I'll be taking a 5-minute breather.
No,
Oh, sorry, you will be taking a 5-minute breather.
you're not allowed. It's Bangalore's game tonight.
It's Bangalore's game tonight. So, Stone will be vacating this chair right now for Akshay Kumaraswamy, better known as AK, aka AK. If you guys know, you know. Where is
Alright.
he? Where is he? Where are ya? Where are ya? Where are ya? Oh, he's here. He is.
देखो वो आ गया. दिखेगा अभी थोड़ी देर में. अभी पट आ गया.
Let's go, let's go. There is vacancy over there. And he comes through.
And that is.
And
Yes.
there's
Oh wow.
the two red men in the house. Good to see you, my
Nice.
friend. So far, happy with proceedings out there?
Couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the way they started, and it was so great to see Siraj the way he bowled. Oh man, that like
Brilliant.
Yep.
The way he caught,
the way he. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
You know-
not that appreciable, right?
Yeah, but then I've already
You caught
forgotten.
him. You caught him well. I'll give you that.
No, I mean, honestly, though, jokes apart, Siraj, we were having big question marks going into the season with him, but getting Kishan out, setting the template up front, and generally even top lead. I mean, I'm worried about that. I don't know what the update is, but there is definitely going to be checks on the right shoulder.
Yep, it was.
Yeah.
It was his right. Yeah, that was his right shoulder.
Right shoulder.
And and it seems highly unlikely that he'll be playing any part in this game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the last 5 overs, we've got 1 from Siraj, 2 from Harshal. I'm guessing Karan Sharma.
Karan Sharma's bowling again to David.
Oh,
Now, this is
wow.
an absolute gamble.
Yeah, this is a complete gamble because Tim David actually has a fantastic record against leg spinners. So,
Correct. Is it just playing against the ego? Is it just dumb? Look at this now. Kohli, Siraj.
Let's go.
I mean,
2 sixes on a wicket. Let's go. 2 sixes.
By the way, the outcast meanwhile saying Niyal Vidara can bowl left arm spin. We'll see
Yeah.
how that goes. Mumbai,
left arm spin or is he a leg spinner? He's a leg spinner if I'm not wrong.
I think he's a leg spinner.
Yeah.
I think he's a leg spinner. Speaking of leg spinners, Karan Sharma to David. Mumbai 102 for
Yeah,
5 overs left. So they're looking at anything in excess of 150, 160. Saurabh Pant, who was with us slightly earlier, said 155 for 8. I want to get your predictions, boys. Nix and Akshay, what are we looking from this moment onwards? There are 29 balls left. There's still David, there's still Tilak. 150, 160.
I feel I would be too optimistic to say 150, 160. They should get more than that because let's sort of, make no mistake here. The ground, the surface is really good to bat on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mumbai's openers might have made it look like it's Chipok or something, but
Correct.
they can really, and especially given the fact that Topli won't be bowling his quota. So, yeah, I would say 170, 180 is something they would be looking at. Because
Wow.
they bat to 11, man. Piyush Chawla at number 11. So they have more. Arshad Khan actually can tonk a few
Yeah,
sixes.
tonk a few. Yeah, of course.
So can Ritik Shokeen. So can Jofra.
Jofra
And given
Archer.
situations, yeah, so it's not too far-fetched.
Oh, good bowling that. Surely not a wide. Come on, Nitin Menon again, man. I mean, he's pissing me off, this guy. There are 2 dodgy bloody white calls today, both which can be reviewed. I don't know why Bangalore haven't reviewed them.
The other one, I actually felt that wasn't a white. This I can at least give them,
For sure.
the benefit of
I mean,
the
that was just clever from Maxi.
Oh my God!
Come on! Get the fuck out of here, Tim David.
2
David
sixes.
July, wicket curse.
2 sixes are the wicket. So yeah, the wicket is done.
Whatever the curse is. Get the fuck out of here. I'll say it again. I'm sorry, but the Bangalore man pouring out here. Look, essentially, sport does this to the best of us. It's pure emotion. And talk about matchups being thrown in the gutter somewhere. I mean, forget it. Sometimes matchups is not needed. Okay, my bad. I didn't know. I generally didn't know.
it actually feels like they were never really left RCB. You know, he's been playing for us twice in a row actually. That was the last game, right?
I mean, is this generally what I said the first bit of the over, where it's an ego thing, and they're literally played against the ego? Nick's come in here. I mean, are you baffled as much as I'm excited?
No, but I said it could be 2 sixes or a wicket, and he was going to take him on. Every reason for him to do so. Enough batting left. You will back yourself to put out. Probably just too early for him to play it versus spin, but maybe he felt confident and wanted to take him on. Karan didn't miss. He missed.
But it's crazy, right? I mean, of course, Nihal played a good cameo of 21, but barring him and Tilak, all the other Mumbai batters have been like, I don't know, just a fish out of water. Rohit couldn't buy a run. David, Sky, it's a joke.
I mean,
and which is why I see the surface began tacky, to be very honest, and there was enough movement also. So they made the most of it. And that's the thing with power plays, right? You get the 3 early, then you are always putting the pressure on the opposition to catch up, and which is where Tilak Verma did well, and Bangalore allowed him to do well, bowling a lot of spin, which is, I found it very surprising that you had to get a Harshal in before or get Akashdeep also. Get him out. Don't allow a partnership. But because even from here, they could get to 140, 150. And God forbid Jason Behrendorff finds some movement, he could nip out 3 early.
All right, absolutely. But we can beep it though at times. Yeah, absolutely. We fully get that. But yeah, I think there's a stern soul behind the camera saying, you're not allowed to, man. You cannot do that. You're not allowed to do that. You cannot do that, Ben Stokes, is what he went on to say. Mumbai, after 15 years, still suffering first match syndrome, complete shambles. Yeah, what is with that record? 2013, since then, they've actually lost all the opening games, Akshay.
And funnily enough, the streak began with them losing to RCB at Chinnaswamy in 2013. That was another iconic game, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
Vinay Kumar won us.
Oh, that was a beautiful game.
Last over thriller.
Good memories, this Bangalore Mumbai games. I mean, there was one which really pleased me back in, I think, which year was it? Where we beat them. That was in South Africa. Where Uttappa took apart Surya and all of those lads. 2009 was nuts. I get the feeling Sonu Nigam Knicks put majority RCB players in his fantasy 11. How did you go about it? 7-4, 6-5. What was the split today?
Yeah, didn't take one opener, of course. DK wouldn't get, so I had to take Kishan. But otherwise, took the wrong call of backing team over Tilak. I felt they'll not sure where Tilak would bat, and I was sure that team may face only pace. So that would be fine. But I had Topley, I had Siraj, I had Bracewell. I had Harshal Patel is a skipper, so there is enough time for him to take a 2-3 and just set the ball rolling for a good chase with Virat being vice captain.
Right now, I mean, are you happy with the Bangalore bowling template of what we've seen today? Obviously, Siraj, power play, Topley, I can't say that anymore. Let's see his update. We'll give you the updates as soon as we know. And then Akashdeep, the odd one over getting rolled out. Everything's worked well for Bangalore, barring that little 50 partnership, which I think we just took our foot off the throat types. Right?
Yeah, and also, just to I think Greg has seen a few of my teams, so he knows I have a combination where I've taken all RCB bowlers.
Oh, 1 second, yeah. What a shot. Is this carried? You betcha. You betcha. Carried more.
50 for Tilak, well played.
And he's carrying on his form, honestly, from last year. I mean, he was a leading run getter for them. So honestly, Tilak, 53 of 32 is coming quick time. Pratyush going on to say Karan Sharma is the most underrated spinner. His price don't justify, but his batting also makes him a deadly player, really. And the fact that he's won 3 titles.
Three consecutive titles.
3 consecutive in 3 different teams, which is mad. Like, why don't you just retain him, guys? Clear that people don't want to. But like, this is threatening. We have them on the mat, Akshay. We have to kind of get this job done and dusted right now.
Yeah, and this is the one over that RCB should really be wary of, because Harshal's got 2 overs and Siraj got 1, so the next 3 overs are covered.
Correct.
So this is the one over that Akashdeep should really,
But would you have gone with Akashdeep this over, having known that literally it's only Tilak Verma who can threaten right now?
To be honest, I actually liked what I saw of Akashdeep last season.
Yeah.
He can hit the hardlands well, and he really skids through. Even Farfit spoken about him. He rates him really highly.
But he started the season and then he just fizzled out, right? And then him and Siddharth Kaul became a swapping thing.
Not, I mean, he didn't really fizzle out. He didn't get any more opportunities. He played the first 4 games, and then after that, he never really came back.
Yeah.
They made a few combination tweaks. I'm forgetting who came in, but then he didn't get a lot of opportunities. But in the 4 games, he had a 3-4. He almost got Butler in the RR game, but then Butler was dropped off his bowling, and then Butler went on to smash around 20 runs
Yeah.
that over. So yeah.
I remember that. Thanks, Nandlal Sepat, for that piece of information. I was guessing that anyway because the way Topley hobbled off or huddled off or whatever you want to say, hobbled off, I should say. Literally, you could see that. Who are the young talents in IPL 2023 that Rahul Dravid will be keeping an eye on? I think we saw one today who didn't get going, Abhishek Sharma. Tilak Verma is definitely another one of them right now, given the fact that he's a left-hander. Oh, come on, for crying out loud.
But that
How
is
is
a
that?
wide.
Okay, that is a wide. That is a wide. But the last two ones weren't, next. Come on. The last two ones weren't,
The thing is, next he will be sort of
bias.
yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It as long as it's natural and filtered, it's fine.
Yeah.
And just going back to what Avnish mentioned about RCB's bowling and how they sort of took the foot off the pedal. Okay, Nix is reacting to something. I'm not sure.
He's 10 seconds slow, I think.
No, they've reviewed
Oh,
it.
they've reviewed.
So
I'm
they're viewing
arguing-
it
I'm
right.
ahead. I'm ahead,
Yeah.
not behind.
Wait, how is Star Sports
Behind?
lagging? Yeah, that's strange.
That's a wide. Why they even? That's a wide.
But to be in RCB's defense, he's actually taken. I mean, I don't know. There's no point in me
Yeah,
trying to
there's no
defend
point, there's
RCB
no
right
point.
now.
Because then they'll just be heckled in the comments.
Yeah.
This one is a wide, but the other two by Maxwell and Karan Sharma weren't wide. Definitely not a wide.
Yeah,
Okay, we
even
know
you.
why, just go on with it. Why do they take so long with reviews? Even that Sunrisers Hyderabad game, the stumping there took for all eternity, guys.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
what do
maybe
you
he
guys-
had Ashwin. Maybe he had Ashwin and captained him. So he
Oh,
would have
yeah,
had that wicket.
probably.
What,
Or
do we,
Samson.
what do we think about?
The standards of umpiring, man. I don't know. Like it's been really like I know they go through a lot and all of that, but then they've really seemed incompetent. Like the amount of time taken, even yesterday, Riley Russo's dismissal.
Yeah.
Like as a viewer, I could see that this can't be given out caught. How is that happening? And the amount of time they took to just ensure that it had hit the bat.
It's quite ridiculous.
Oh,
man.
they've actually reversed the decision.
They've reversed
So, yeah.
this decision. How is it? I mean, Nix, come on.
He took a step. Nix, come on. Like he did take a step. So you
No,
got to
I'm
agree.
actually
My-
a Nix side here because honestly, Maxwell's wide shouldn't have been one. This should have. But look,
No,
it's
they don't
two
just look at
rights.
the wide line. It is very subjective. We've also got to
Correct.
take that.
Hey.
Fortune favors the brave, they say in this game, and it does right now. So 20 balls remain. And can we just get our final predictions out, gents? Because we still have time to do that. I'm saying 149 for 8, 20 overs. 150 to win flat.
Nix, what about you?
Next.
Well, the way Tilak is going, it does feel like they should get probably 10 more. So you said 1-5?
49.
149 for 8.
Yeah, so 149. Yeah, Harshal is going to bowl 2. See, actually, it's very tricky. If Tilak gets out, it could be 140. If he doesn't
True.
get out, it could be 156, 158, who knows. So I'll go with 158. It's a good number.
Okay. So Tilak to be not out, I'm guessing, in terms of Nix's.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yes,
that-
please,
catch
catch
it.
that, please,
Yes.
please.
Long gone.
Oh,
No man's
come on.
land. And they'll scamper back for 2. But I think that'll be from Akashdeep for tonight. I know he has still an over left, but most probably it's going to be Harshal and Siraj who finish off.
Siraj.
3 overs remaining. Mumbai, I think, will take this right now because they were in a little bit of a spot of a bother when they were 4 down in quick time. But thanks to Tilak Verma, partly, of course, Nihal as well with that 21. 154 says Greg. What have you gone with?
I'm still a bit on the fence because Ritik, Jofra, Arshad, all of them can just hit a couple of sixes. It's not that hard. And Harshal, like if he goes back to his 21 version, then yeah, of course 140, 150, not more than that. But if he continues hitting those lengths, I wouldn't be surprised if they go up to even 170. So I'll just go with 160. Be a bit pessimistic, and yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, realistic sometimes some people would say. But am I slowly becoming R3 where big names produce meager results? Do not even gaslight Chapal Chor, honestly. I know we haven't won shit, but at times it hurts me. Look at the names have played for RCB before. Dickok, Watson, Moin Ali, Chris Jordan, all these great names, but we just haven't handled them well. We used to, Dhoni got the best out of Watson, but we sent him at 6.
Wait, did you just include Chris Jordan in this list?
I was
don't-
thinking about that. I was like, why did I
don't-
say Chris Jordan?
I don't mean to discredit him or something. He is a fantastic player in his own right, but then I was a bit.
Oh, catch that. Long off, please, mid off.
Oh, taken! Nice.
What a catch
nice.
that is. Shut the front door. See, I didn't say any curses this time. Shut the front door, Mumbai. Honestly. Tired of you lot.
That's classic Faf at mid-off.
Yeah.
Classic. I mean, he's taken in numerous such catches.
Yeah.
In yellow
And the fact that
also.
He used to do that even at the age of 39. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
Too good. In
So if
people,
you
he should have been dropped twice.
If you guys have to make a bold prediction right now, RCB is leading wicket taker this year. Who's it going to be and why? Is it Harshal?
I would always go for Harshal Patel.
Okay.
He's bowling the key phases. Always room for junk wickets.
Exactly.
So yeah, and then no harm in taking them. You get a hit for a lot, so you deserve all those wickets as well.
What about Hasaranga?
I mean, he
Because
didn't have a
he's
great.
going to be available for all the 13 games right after this one.
No, he'll be available only for 12 games. He'll be missing the next game as well. He'll only be available from the Lucknow game on the 10th. And I mean, I'm still not sure about Hasranga because he'll be. I mean, this is a different season, and he's sort of gone he's been underwhelming even in the New Zealand series. I mean, not much. The last T20 he did take a couple of wickets, but I would, logic says Harshal, but I want to back Siraj because he really deserves those wickets. Even in the 21 season when he had that breakthrough year, he didn't really take a lot of wickets. He probably took just like 7 or 8 wickets.
Yeah.
So he deserves that. So I hope he sort of proves me right in that end.
Yeah, because remember last year he was absolutely pelted by fans on social media. And some would say rightly so, but some look, it's a game after all, and they're human beings out there. 2022 was tough, not for Siraj, but for Kohli as well. So those two boys, hopefully they shine from an RC perspective. 125 for 7, 17.2. Will they make an impact sub here, you feel? Maybe sending Ritik Shawki? Or is he part of the 11?
Yeah, he's already part of the 11. He got out. In fact, he was...
Oh, sorry, he got out.
Yeah.
Who else could they bring in as an impact batter?
They do have Vishnu Vinod, but I highly doubt they'll do that because they're playing only 3 overseas. So they've already decided that, Doff is coming in. In fact, even during the toss, Rohit Sharma just mentioned that he's playing 4 overseas. So that sort of...
Yeah, he kind of let the cat out of the bag there early. White ball from Harshal. 127 for 4. And some random little mosquitoes coming. Hello, Avnish, are you snacking? You all should do a watch long and I'm up back. We should 100%. I'm just basically having some pistas and it's an absolute mess here. I haven't been sharing with the guys as well, which is not really nice of me, but more dinner hopefully on the other side. We also got another comment in terms of the football, saying something about Spurs and all of that stuff. I think I need to keep 2 screens on because my beloved United is playing as well as RCB, and I hate it at times because Sundays just get harder to watch. He's banged that down the ground and brilliant again. Talk about Kohli. How do you not enroll that man as a top 5 fielder? How do you not enroll that man as a top 5 fielder? I mean, look at that.
I mean, have you set some context to...
Yeah, we have because we did the top 5 fielders with Saurabh.
Okay.
And I'll ask Nick this. Nick, so top 5 Indian fielders right now, who would it be? Jadeja, we went for Jadeja, Riyan Parag, Manish Pandey, Kohli, KL.
Kohli wasn't a part of it.
Kohli wasn't part of it, unfortunately, but that's not even a
I
debate.
forgot what were the other names.
Jadeja?
Yeah, Jadeja, Manish
Riyan
Pandey,
Parag,
Riyan. These were the 3
KL
names.
Rahul?
That's a good point.
Umesh Yadav?
Umesh Yadav is an excellent outfielder, but
Who else would you go in with? Next? Anyone else there? Sanju Samson, people said.
Sanju Samson.
He's neat, but
exactly.
I think
Surya Kumar Yadav. I think he catches brilliantly.
No, but he's dropped quite a few. They had to hide him. They had to hide him a lot at times when he was starting out, maybe. Right. So definitely better than then. But I think Manish Pandey, Jadeja probably take the top tier. that they're quick across the field and very athletic in terms of the catches that they take wherever they are. And Kohli, I think Kohli does sneak in, probably fourth or fifth
Does
if you
sneak
want.
in, does sneak in. Love it. Super.
In fact,
Yeah.
the way I was looking at it was just see who all have aced the yo-yo test and just take it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the only thing with Kohli is he's dropped quite a few which you remember, and
Yeah,
that just harms, just like hampers your call that no, maybe not always safe.
And the sheer volume, matlab, he's been playing for a good 15
Exactly.
years
Yeah.
now, and he's had so many catching opportunities. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, a couple of his missed ones have been ones that we
Very
bet on.
costly.
Or
Yeah,
he slapped that. I mean, the previous ball that he bowled was brilliant because it's trademark Harshal, off cutter, rolling the fingers
That
kind of
dip.
yorker, and which dipped. But this one, I think Tilak picked like a book. 133 for 7, 18 gone right now. I said 149. Nick said 158. You said
160.
160. And Saurabh Pant, who might be watching this, having a glass of gin, said 158 for 155 for 8. Sharda goes on to say Sky is a good feeler. Sharda also let us know how much Mumbai will get at the 20 over mark. Remember, there is a goodie bag meant to be won here. There is, I think, a $500 Amazon voucher or something like that. So, look, lots of prizes to be won on the CDC Watchalong as well. We'll be doing the Watchalong tomorrow night between Chennai and Lucknow. That's going to be a great game. It's been 1,426 days, apparently, since Chennai last hosted a game at Chepauk. So, lots of fans like Nikhil will be watching that at the edge of their seat. And I hope Chennai come good because that first game, like you said, Nix, Fleming calling it perfectly, match underdone, right?
Yeah, and like it was for Bangalore today, you'll see the crowd egg the team properly in terms of there are very few places where you want to watch a lot of matches, and Chepauk is certainly one. So yeah, not going too far ahead, but yeah, let's see. Hopefully, a good game.
Arshad Khan's out there right now. Siraj to bowl
Yeah.
his final over. He's been brilliant tonight.
Ooh.
3 overs, 1 for 5. And he could end up, dare I jinx it, Akshay, because he still has 5 balls here. Could end up potentially with his best ever IPL figures economically.
Let's hope.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
I don't want to jinx it by
For
Yeah,
sure.
hard to beat that spell versus KKR. So
3 for 8. That was.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in terms of conceding runs, yeah, this could be a lot
Yeah.
nicer. Not more, but yeah, a lot.
yeah, it's just about Tilak. He gets Tilak, then he will be fine. If he doesn't get Tilak, then Tilak will get it.
Yeah, Arshad, by the way, has got a single. So they'll take that. No problem. 134 for 7. Please finish well, Siraj. For the love of God, you've done brilliantly, barring that catch. And so far, it's been RCB's night to celebrate. We will be catching up with fans at the stadium. Me personally, I think we'll have to go away from this watch long around 10:40 to do a new piece of video content called Fan Cams.
Nice.
We'll be interacting with RCB fans of that. Sharda saying 156. So all of you guys kind of thinking Tilak Verma will have a final flourish here
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Sanjay Papia Gari going on to say Rahani wrote the slip fielders.
Yes.
Yeah, safe as houses, Sanjay. Absolutely safe as houses. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Do tell a friend. Cricket.com. Remember the name for sure. Avnish, my mother thinks you look like Harshad Patel. Jesus Christ. This is why I told you I should have taken a haircut, Mansi. I should have.
Is that right?
By the
Yeah.
way, if you guys
Yeah.
don't know Mansi, one of my good friends, so I know her. It's not like I'm just randomly trying to get her attention of sorts. Introspect saying Siraj bowling 146. Why does he bowl this fast for India? 146, really?
And he has been bowling fast.
He has does, yeah.
Yeah,
The thing is, sometimes the quicker you bowl, the quicker they go. It's the
Mhm.
line.
exactly.
So when
And
he gets the
especially
line
in
right, yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
Chennai Sam is about the line.
I mean, we're watching this in Star Sports Hindi, and
Nice.
it makes you think, oh, it's a white
Right.
ball, and it makes you think essentially about all these little packages they're playing about Kohli. They put up a stat next right now in Hindi, which said Virat Kohli ki aakde and all of that. 700 runs in T20 since the Asia Cup 2022.
Yeah.
750s, 100, and then they're going on to show his records for Bangalore. Since 2019, he's really never lit the IPL on fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2019 was the last good season, and understandably so. Like 2020 and 21 was, UAE
Yeah.
and sort of sluggish pitches. Last season, he was just woefully out of form.
Oh,
Hey.
good ball that.
point.
That's a good ball, that. Oh, how is that a wide? That can't be a wide. Jesus.
It's height, right? It's high.
It was height for height.
But that's the first one of the over, right?
That was above head.
Was that
Yeah.
above head? Really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it, I think.
Oh my God.
The
3
thing
wide, Siraj.
Yeah.
I
I
understand.
mean, if Siraj is not asking how is that a wide, it is the wide.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, actually.
Yeah.
Is he overthinking it right now, Knicks? 3 wides? Or am I just being an emotional RCB fan here?
No, I think he wants him to probably top edge his pull or just drag something. Yeah,
Oh, come on.
just sticking to this plan, just not getting the.
Yeah.
See, it's a very small margin of error. He gets it just this much length, and there are 3 great balls where he hasn't been able to put bat on ball, but just a bit wide.
That's the reason I'm not really being too harsh on him, because the idea is right. It's all about the execution now. Hopefully he gets it right.
Or there's Jofra Archer waiting in the hut.
There's
Watch
Archer,
out.
there's Piyush Chawla, who's famous for hooking Mitchell.
On this very ground.
Oh yeah, that's
On
right.
this very ground,
exactly.
remember?
So
A minute, guys. Siraj is the new Dinda. Do not jinx it. Catch that or feel that.
Nah, yeah, feel
that's a good. That's a
should cut it off. Yeah.
And Tilak Verma will come back to 2. Yep. So 140. I need at least look at 2 screens right now because my beloved United are also playing. It's a football thing. If you guys know, you know. Even though I won't be able to put Hotstar on here of sorts.
But Nix, what do you think about Surya's form right now? Like getting out to an off spinner, like that was unheard of. Like we don't really remember Surya getting out like that.
Yeah, but even Nitish Rana got out to an not off spinner, medium pace from Sikandar yesterday.
Yeah,
but
exactly. That was a seam up.
yeah, Seema ball. I felt this was a very good deck for him to get going. But yeah, he probably just needs a couple of good knocks and then he should be back to his best.
Oh, he's played that over and mid off his in, so he'll get 4 here. The predictions are coming right, and that does put a smile or 2 on the faces of the Mumbai dugout. 144 for 7. Is this the highest he's ever scored for Mumbai, Tilak? I'm sure think he's got a couple of 50s, but not 60s, right?
Yeah.
Might be wrong. I don't know.
I
think
he got a 70 odd.
Yeah, I think he got a.
Oh, yeah, correct. What am I saying? Yeah, he did get a 70, I think. Was it against?
Sometimes all of it is just.
It's just a haze.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? I was making this point in the watchalongs where the last 3 to 4 years in every IPL, I can't think of certain games, but previous to that, for sure. Come on, Siraj, just finish this goddamn over. This is so annoying. He's bowled 4 wides, and then the 5th one.
5, 4 in a row.
Yeah, 4 in a row, and then oh my god.
This over has felt longer than Sunrisers' entire batting effort.
Sharma's innings.
Look at Jofra Archer, they're showing him right now.
You think he would be better off just going round the wicket and then trying to attack the line? Like, would that help him?
Yeah, but then he has the field up, right? He has mid off up and long on back, but if he misses his line, it'll be 6.
Yeah, just round the wicket. I fully agree with you, bud. I fully agree with you. At least you're marginalizing your errors, right? And here it's like, again, you're trying that, and this one he gets away with it. It doesn't really 4. So I mean, here's a guy who's bowled 3 overs, conceded just 5 runs and taken the wicket prior to this over. And I don't know, talk about bowling to a batsman who's in absolute form, seeing it well. You can't be choking under this kind of pressure, Akshay.
I wouldn't really call it choking because, like Mick said, the margin for error is so little that you just can't help it. I mean, it's easy for us to just tell, but the wide line's there. And
Do you think he lacks, say, the tricks that Harshal has with Aubrey?
For sure. Because I mean, he did do that well in 2021, but then we've not really seen it post that. Yorker's not really a part of his sort of armory, but yeah, we can always hope for that as well.
Yeah.
Shocking.
I think he just has there's this lack of defensive. See, that's a good ball. So again, he gets it right, but the thing is, he has lesser options. So that's what Siraj has to continuously work on to find more defensive options to get out of the over.
Correct.
So he has great balls to attack the batter, get the wicket, but then when he has to get out of the over, it sometimes doesn't always go well for him. And we're going to talk about his economical bid. He's gone for like 16 in that over.
16, yeah.
So
But,
just give them that leeway.
I agree with you on that. And I'm guessing they came up with the setup because the leg side was the shorter boundary in this from this side. So
That's a great stat. So Tilak Verma is a 2nd April fan.
Oh, great.
And I
start.
did get it right, guys. There's no 70. It was, of course, a 60. And yeah, I mean,
Deep,
that's
we
obviously
need this
good.
information before. I would have made him captain in at least 6-7 teams.
For sure. No, really
Because,
kind of building up that Archer versus Kohli battle, which we'll see, I guess, in about 35 minutes' time from now, I'm guessing, given the fact that it takes 20 minutes for a break now in this tournament. 149 for 7, 19 overs. I predicted 149 for 8. That's clearly not happening. A Yorker dug out really well by Tilak Varma. He'll get back for 2. And boy, he's really saving Mumbai's blushes tonight. 150 psychologically, Akshay. I know you mentioned the first thing when you came into this Watchalong, the fact that the pitch is not as bad as Mumbai has made it look. But would you take 160 from the offset if I asked you that
At the toss, yeah, for sure, 100%. And but then, yeah, the new ball is going to be very difficult because even in one of RCB's videos, Sanjay Bangar mentioned the same thing. The new ball is a bit difficult to contend with, and they've got.
Oh my good grief,
shot
that's
and a
6.
half.
What a shot that is. What a shot that is. And that's not even for Tilak Varma, that's Arshad. 13 of 7. And that's brilliant. I beg your pardon, actually, it was Arshad who was in strike because remember that wide wasn't given. So Tilak didn't kind of manufacture that 2. It was Arshad who now gets 6. So look, a final flourish from Mumbai. And like Saurabh said, like Nick said, they've just not really put the foot in the throat, so to speak, of Mumbai when they had them on the mat. 165 is on, saying Babu Rao. And it makes you think the momentum word, because the momentum sometimes, when you take it from one innings to the other, always, that could have been a potential wide. They'll get the better batter on strike, though. That's all that Mumbai matter right now. I care about 159 for 7. Sorry, 158 for 7. 3 balls left. 170 beckons, boys, and that suddenly looks an even Stevens contest. Because Berendorf's the inevitable impact sub, correct?
Correct.
He's going to be partnering Jofra Archer with a new ball.
Correct.
And even though Faf has been sublime in the SC20, CPL, and off late in the power play, it's going to be a real riveting watch.
But then you also got to understand that they don't really have a lot of options post that. It's Archer, Doff, and then what?
And then what?
And,
he's got 4 more. This is absolute rubbish.
Why would you do that? How was your feel if you do that?
You're not pulling your field, mate. Come on. And I love you, Harshad Patel. Give us something to cheer about in this final over. I know Tilak Varma has played a blinder all night. And he's done really well to kind of eke this for 4 and talk about the placement more than anything. So 162 for 7. Mumbai finishing in an absolute high, in particular Tilak Varma. And go check out our social feed and stories. I think there's a goodbye to W.E. Raman on Tilak Varma as well. All that could
That's
be
a no ball.
They might run 2 or no. They'll run 1, but there's definitely a no ball here. It's already been given by Nitin Menon.
No, he's okay. He's doing it. Yeah.
Or he sees
But
it from
they-
the 3rd. No. I mean, the square umpire had his arm up.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Or he's not given it.
No. If I'm not wrong, I did see his. Okay, they've given it, but then he's reviewing it. I mean, RCB is reviewing it. I'm guessing.
Wow.
That's
Why
a
would
no.
you review that?
Yeah, it's a no ball. Honestly, excuse me. That is a no ball.
Unless the rules have changed mid-game.
I mean, I know he's leaning
Wow.
back and all of that, but that's surely a no ball.
There's no coming back from
Yeah,
that.
you can't defend that. You cannot defend that. Even
Yeah.
the most ardent of fans cannot defend that.
Yeah. I mean, it's
But
an
now-
awkward right? Even with the bat, you can't defend it.
Correct. And look, the only solace is that it's not Tilak on strike. It's Arshad, but he's kind of got his confidence brimming with that 6. So 164 for 7, still 2 more balls and 2 telling balls, guys, because it's these fine margins in T20 cricket which could dictate the longer result. There's a confirmation of that no ball over there right now. And just, I mean, it's almost nonchalantly how he's taking the game away. Maybe not so nonchalantly from a stadium perspective, or if you're watching this not on mute. But right now, I feel like Mumbai has just cantered their way through from 39 for 4. It's like they've just aram se battled to get to 164 for 7. It was just a joke. Anyway, free hit, we'll just come back to that. Low full toss, leg side, mid-wicket will come off.
Good.
They don't want
Good.
2 here because Tilak will keep strike for the last ball. So that's a
Yeah.
good result for Mumbai. Am I taking revenge of Harshad Patel? 5 for last time, hitting him well. Sami Santosh. Yeah, sorry, Nick. What were you
Yeah.
saying?
No, I'm very interested to see who they sub now. Bangalore.
Yeah.
Didn't feel that they may need a better batter, but yeah, very keen to see who they sub now.
I would
Whether it's
imagine.
Suyash.
No, I would imagine they would get in Lomror
Yeah.
for the bowlers because MI has a. I mean,
So which bowler would you take out? Karan Sharma?
Reece Stokely is anyway
Okay.
gone, so it
Oh,
is
yeah.
well just.
Oh,
Yeah, but then
Stokely.
you'd actually fair.
Fair.
Hey, that's
Oh, there's a helicopter to finish it. At 170, you betcha. Oh my
what a
God.
comeback.
What a finish from Tilak Verma. And that could really derail RCB's chances in the second innings because no one fathomed 160, let alone 171, Akshay. What the hell went on in the last 2-3 overs, let alone 5 to 10?
No, I mean the pitch has become better to bat, and it was pathetic bowling. The last 2 overs, especially, like the execution was really bad. And that's 38 runs in the last 2 overs, and add Akashdeep's 16-run over to that. That's 54 in 3 of the last 4. That's
Longest over bowl in the history of IPL, 11 total balls. Mohammad Siraj against Mumbai to be 5 wides, guys, in that. Absolute diabolical from Siraj. 16 of that over. This one saw 22. And like Akshay mentioned rightly, 38 of the last 2 overs. That's an absolute game-changing result from a Mumbai perspective. Man, I mean, essentially, I was looking at 150 and thereabouts, but 170 really makes it a game to watch. We'll, of course, be doing the mid-innings show as well right now with all your thoughts. Keep your comments coming through. And, of course, we'll also be getting another top 5 segment chatted with the boys right now. But I want to just talk about RCB's bowling. It was almost a tale of 2 halves, Akshay. The first 10 overs almost like wrinkle-free. And then the last 10, it's like typical RCB. Good old RCB. New season, same old story, right? What do you put it down to?
I mean, it also had to. I mean, a lot of it had to do with the fact that Topley wasn't available because Topley was supposed to be their designated death bowler along with Harsha, and him not being a part of it really sort of made things a bit.
Were there other contingency plans they could have explored?
Which is what they did, and again they did have good backup plans, but again Siraj got his execution wrong. So did Akash. So did Harshad.
Yeah.
So and Tilak made sure that we paid for that, and RCB paid for that.
Absolutely. I mean, if you take that Tilak score away from the grand total, it's almost exact half of there and thereabouts. The 84 you remove, they're left with 87 Mumbai, and the rest of the batters really never. I mean, got going. You could say that about Nihal, 13 ball 21. Rohit Sharma, of course, was a day to forget for him, and similar with Sky. But the others, I mean, they huffed and puffed their way. I think that's the best way to describe it. 171 for 7. The outcast going on to say Knicks. So another 2-hour long innings has become a norm in the IPL. Why have they been taking so long in the intervals? I mean, can anyone put a finger on it? Is it broadcasters who are extracting more time?
No, I think it's also the conditions. I think it's not always been pleasant for bowlers to just like run in, wrap your overs up, and then get changing. And there have been plenty of course, reviews, hundreds of wides, 1,000 no balls. So it's not going to help. And again, one of the pet peeves that I have with cricket: how are people getting up when there is a batter facing from your end? Why do people get up and just walk from that? It's just bizarre that sometimes things happen. But I think. See, to be honest, I felt that Bangalore lost it more in the middle overs than in the end. They were 29 for 3 at the end of 6 overs, and then they were 102 for 5 at the end of 15. That's 73, and 73 where most of the bowling was very pedestrian, very average, not looking to take a wicket, and which is why I said you have to take a wicket. You have to go for wickets. It's been the story of the franchise since eternity that. You've looked to be defensive, but it's not working. It's not how things work for you. So I would rather you go for 160 trying to take wickets than get hit for 170 thinking I still have one of my best bowlers back. And see, injuries, they always happen. And Reece Topley, again, is not a great bowler at the end. So it's not that you would have done something great. I mean, Siraj, again, 3 overs for so less. Last over, I think we discussed this for another bowler. If I can't remember, Jaydev Unadkat or even more of such options that they always tend to go for too many in the end. It covers up for whatever they do at the start. So it's just the mindset that has to probably change. That go for wickets.
Yeah, go for wickets. They tried to, but there's one man who, of course, kept Mumbai and has kept Mumbai in this game. Tilak Varma, I can't stop looking at him right now in terms of his highlights reel. 46 for 84. What pleased you the most? And my second question, do you liken him to someone that we've seen in the past? Any yesteryear cricketers in terms of his style? I know invariably the comparisons go back to Yuvraj Singh, but please give me a better name, Akshay.
I
Is there
don't think
one?
there is a name actually. See, I'll be very honest. I don't think there is a name
Yeah,
because not
yeah,
many people have played pace that well, and not
yeah,
many have been able to counter any kind of spin bowled to them so well. And it's the confidence you saw how when Rohit got out, he came in and hit a six. It's just it's just built very differently, and you're thinking very much clear and in form. And he's been doing the rescue job for a while for this side. So again, kudos to him. Something that India will want to see more of him. That you want. We discussed this so much. You want a left-hander in the middle who can counter pace and spin well.
yeah.
Because India have been trying to see if Akshar and Jadeja can do it. If Pant could find his tempo at T20, but it hasn't. Yeah, actually, you could just take Tilak Verma to the national side.
Yeah, you agree with him?
Yep, completely agree with him on that.
And the fact that generally, I mean, we said it earlier in the watch along as well, that there are chances if you're an Indian cricketer. It's just about being patient and waiting and watching and seeing how things unfold. It's almost a game of musical chairs at times with the injuries and post-COVID and all of that. Guys, I want to just ask you top five right now because we always do this segment in terms of the watch alongs. And today, because Bangalore playing, we're thinking of the top five RCB legends of all time. Who's had the most impact on that franchise? I know they've not won a single silverware, but sometimes I feel, even though I love Virat, I think it's AB and then Virat. Or maybe AB, Gale, and then Virat.
I would actually put Gale on top of
First,
the five.
yeah.
Really?
What Gale
Yeah.
has done 2011, 12, 13 is it's unheard of.
Yeah.
Like even 10 years, I mean, now we hear intent merchants being thrown around. I mean, the term intent merchant being thrown around a lot, but he was the OG intent merchant. And boy,
Yeah.
was he good. No, like, I would put Gale, like he got people to, sit up and watch IPL. He
True.
got people to, like IPL. And
But similar with AB, right? I mean, I know what you mean about Gale. The fact that he just took games away so effortlessly was nuts. But Nick's coming here. Which team are you with? Team Gale or Team AB?
No, Team Gale first. He made it
Okay.
mainstream. He taught the world how to bat in this format of the game, and AB took a while to get used to it. So Gale first, AB, and then Virat. I'll actually club Robin Uthappa and DK.
Okay.
Like for that one season, the 2009 and
then
the home season. Sorry, that
Yeah,
2010 one, where he could just sit and hit sixes for fun. Robin. So I'll club that finish and the finish that DK had last year. Again, we are not worried about trophies or anything else here.
Yeah.
And and I'll not take the fifth name because it tells you why they haven't won. There
Yeah.
isn't one bowler that comes to your mind immediately when you talk about them.
Chahal, maybe.
Yeah, of course, still he will be there. He is your invariable fifth spot. But the fact that you had to
Exactly.
think the first
Yeah.
three names, even when you heard the question, okay, Gale, AB, Virat, and then
Yeah.
you think about other players who have played for
Yes.
them. And that's the reason why they haven't been able to win.
And it's perfect because like he summed it up really, really well right now. And even if he asked the viewers in the comments below, top five RCB legends of all time, Gale, Virat, AB, Gale, Virat, and all of that in a particular order, right? But then who the other two? Because they're good shots from DK, Robin Uthappa, Chahal, because he's leading wicket taker for the franchise. Are there any other names we can usher in? Jack Callis, Ross Taylor,
I mean, Taylor did have a few knocks, but then I mean,
Vinay Kumar.
Yeah, Vinay Kumar actually is that's a decent shout. Vinay Kumar did really well. He won us quite a few games.
Yeah.
I mean, Maxwell had a pretty good 2021 season.
Would you have Harshal Patel in there?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a good
See, I
season,
think
but
that's the thing. You have a top three who have done it for so long,
Yeah.
but the rest all names are a couple of seasons or like 2-3 seasons only.
Or like flashes in the pan. Like
Yeah.
Stark as well as a
Yeah.
brilliant bowler. And
exactly.
Yeah.
he was top. I mean, Knicks, we were having a little debate earlier. The fact that he went for Stark, I went for Stain. At their peak, RCB, who would you pick? Stark or Stain?
Stark.
Sure.
100%.
Really?
Stark.
He start 2015 was something else. You should see his
See,
spell
the-
this season.
See, the simple reason is again, I could be generalizing. Anybody can take wickets in a power play.
Yeah.
No disrespect to anyone. When conditions are good, any good bowler, decent bowler can take wickets in a power play. Try and do it at the end with
Yeah.
good bowling. There are
Yeah, it
very
makes
few who can
sense.
do that.
And Dale Steyn, I mean, at times he's, of course, made a lot of RCB fans happy, but Mitchell
Yeah.
Stark as well. I just wish we had him a little bit longer in the IPL. Unfortunately, Bangalore, they lost another crucial player. But yeah, top five, safe to say, Gale, ABD, Virat Kohli, Yuzvendra Chahal, and then maybe
Yeah.
a Vinay Kumar / Rahul Dravid, DK. There are lots of options for that number five. Guys, thank you so much. Akshay can stay along. Hey, Nix, I'll let you go and have a little dinner break before you can
Sure.
join us. Post
Yep.
10th over. And then, of
Yep.
course, we'll pick the bones about this RCB chase. Right now, what's your gut feel, man? Because, look, at the end of the day, essentially, we're hoping Virat gets runs, Faf gets runs, and all of that. But how do you envisage it all, especially in the power play?
I'm really trying to control the RCB
Yeah,
fan in me,
exactly.
but I really have a good feeling of this because I mean, of course, Mumbai have done a fantastic job. I mean, Tilak in particular has done a fantastic job of getting them to a decent position. But this is still a pitch that where you get value for your runs, for your shots.
Yeah.
And Kohli should like playing here, coming back to what is his home, supposed home venue. He loves the crowds. He loves people being behind him. So that's another big plus. So I really
Is there a way you can elongate this batting lineup? We saw it initially off the offset of the broadcast sheet where you said yourself, right? The top six look really good. Given that Bracewell bats at 3 and then Maxi at 4, Shahbaz at 5 and DK at 6. Now that the impact play could most probably be long road, how do you shoehorn him in?
I'm looking at him at number 6 after Maxi, sorry, number 5.
Yeah.
And then DK at number 6. Again, this is very situational. Last season we saw Shahbaz being used as a floater.
Correct.
I'm expecting all the left-handers to be used as floaters. It'll be Faf and Kohli to open.
Yeah.
And then based on the situation, based on like if they get through the power play, then they'll be getting any of these left-handers in to just handle the spinners. So I don't think they'll be going with a fixed order. Where Bracewell at 3, I actually don't think Bracewell would be playing at 3. That was just the team sheet.
Correct. And I hope like he is with DK at this as a finisher because we saw what he did for New Zealand as well.
Yeah.
I think there's about 5 minutes left for the first ball. I'll take this opportunity to make a quick sub just to go take a cheeky leak. So if you could just fill in for me right now with Akshay, I'll be back in 5 minutes. And then we could see Virat kick ass. We're definitely going to see Virat kick ass and Faf. It's an 8-wicket win. I'm just predicting it earlier. And here we have Somesh making his presence felt in the what is this? Potty Indians. Potty Indians jersey.
I wish you were here
The
for
potty.
me to make fun of what happened in the last 5 overs.
Man, that was oh shit, Abhi, you're still on.
We are on.
Yeah, we're still on, lads.
No, it said you'll be back soon.
Oh yeah.
Even then we were on.
The map is screen on.
Yep. So, what do you think about that Siraj over which refused to end?
I mean, the idea was right. The execution was pathetic, to say the least. Like, just couldn't get that length right. And I mean, I just want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he really bowled well. He didn't because I don't think he was expected to bowl at the death. Like I mentioned earlier, Topley was supposed to be the designated death overs bowler.
But do you think I think even if Topley would have been there, Siraj एक और तो डालेगा. ऐसा नहीं होगा
Yeah,
कि
that's
he
true.
don't
That's
bowl
true.
at all.
That's true.
Actually, we were discussing that instead of giving 4 wide, just bowl 1 ball,
Boundary. Yeah.
get it for a boundary. At least the ball would be counted.
Which is what he eventually did. Like he was like chuck it and yeah. But what do you think? Like, do you think RCB? Whose game is this?
I think the game is on, well and truly on, because I think batting is slightly the weaker suit of Bangalore. Especially when Hasaranga and all are back, bowling will become even more stronger. But the batting reinforcements are all there. In fact, they're getting to play an extra batter just because Hasaranga is not there. So, I think it's game on. But on the other hand, apart from Archer, and I'm assuming that they will bring Berendorf in. So, apart from that, I mean, Mumbai have a lot of weaklings in their bowling attack. So, it's like weak versus weak. We've already seen the strong suit of one team going against the strong suit of the other team. Stronger suit.
Yeah.
So, but what a knock from Tilak Verma. I mean, wow, he just owned his entire Bangalore bowling lineup.
True. I mean, like across lines.
Yeah.
There was hardly anything that the
Yeah.
bowlers could exploit. Like there was no weakness. There was no apparent weakness that they could have exploited. That was a fantastic innings, and yeah, I'm just trying to forget it as soon as possible. And it's so strange to hear, talking about RCB's lineup and saying that batting is not their strongest suit. That's
It's like RCB has gone from one extreme to the other.
Exactly. I'm hoping that it's not like RCB's batting is weak. It's just that based on current form, they should be able to get through. Okay, the impact play has been stopped, and I'm guessing that's bend
off. Yeah. First over, new ball.
Yep.
Jason Mama. Am I better in this match? Uncapped? Oh wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
Uncapped have absolutely nothing to show for.
Yeah, what do you think about Sky's form? I mean,
I think it's okay.
He'll just overtake it?
Yeah, he'll eventually be there. If I'm Mumbai, I'll be more worried about Rohit and Kishan being absolute liabilities for like 3 seasons now. And the amount of money that they've spent on them. I was thinking Mumbai's top 3 in this game is like almost 50 crores.
Oh man, that's something.
If they can release all 3, they can actually make a
fantastic team.
team.
Yeah, actually. And just to add to that, what do you think of Camden Green? Like,
I think if they want him to bat at 3, they might as well open with him and have Rohit play as a finisher. Why not? I mean, it's not like he has been gung-ho in the power play for Mumbai Indians. Over the years, he's been the reason Mumbai have not won more games instead of the other way around.
But again, like, do you think Green has done enough to warrant a place in the 11 right now?
He's done enough in terms of the amount of money being spent on him. So
that's
you can't spend 17 crores on a player then drop him off.
Because it's sad that the likes of Brevis and Stubbs are being benched to play him. Because I would imagine Brevis at 3 today would have actually helped them a lot.
Not much swing on offer.
And I would like to go John Cena, right? Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me.
And we have the diehard RCB.
Get in there. RCB sub an impact player here.
That's right.
Coming on. I'll see you soon, buddy. Cheers. Can we move to the Mumbai counterpart, please? It doesn't look good with you being a Bangalore fan momentarily, aesthetically. Oops. Apparently, we're watching it 5 seconds slow because it's on Hindi right now. But Berendorf into Faf Junior, or Sink as he streams in, I should say. Vasant Narayan saying Bracewell has to come early and take his time to settle. Bracewell, good innings came when he took his time to settle. Even for a good hitting, he needs time to suss the pitch. Yeah, I don't think Bracewell personally will back at 3. I think if there is going to be a wicket here, there is going to be maybe Mahipal Lomro sent to do that job.
They're showing data. Faf struggling against left arm space.
And
let's see.
The man at the opposite end as well, but that's not going to be
this time. Good ball.
Brilliantly negated by Faf Du Plessis there. He saw the swing early, read it like a book.
How nervous are you?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, 11.
55,000. Because it's against Mumbai, they make us look silly at times. They made us look silly at times. You know the fun fact, or the not so fun fact if you're an RCB fan, and get this, I was actually reading this fact on cricket.com while I was actually on the port earlier this morning. If that is TMI, let me know in the comments below. But head-to-head, right, in terms, quick signal from Kohli, testing out his, but Rohit and Kohli over there. Basically, RCB, okay, in the history of the IPL, they have a better head-to-head record against just 2 teams. One is RR and one is LSG because they beat them twice. Everyone else has beaten us. Everyone else. Chennai beaten us 19 times, we've beaten them 10. Mumbai beaten us 16 times, we've beaten them 10. So obviously there's a lot of catch up.
Delhi, I would have guessed Delhi.
Delhi have also beaten us. Punjab have also beaten us. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Punjab, I know. KL round always had a
direct hit. And was Faf taking his eye off the ball. They're not going to refer this as well. So this is why when you ask me how nervous I am, these kind of little things. And then suddenly we'll see the Megatron right now, Faf being schoolboyish, making those errors. They're still yet to make the impact players up. So are you thinking it's Mahipal Lomro? Do you think Surya Prabhu Desai, the way they built him up pre-season?
I think they have too many left-handers. So even if they pick Prabhu Desai, that should be fine.
That should be fine.
I mean, you can't have too many left-handers, but they have Shahbaz Nadeem, they have Bracewell as well. So decent enough.
Yeah, there are quite a few players. I just thought about it
The
now.
point is they don't have to bring Lamroor only because he's a lefty.
Yeah.
If they feel that he has more value than just being a lefty, then maybe yes. Apart from that, maybe try Suyash Prabhu Desai.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at Berendorf running into bowl right now. It makes me think about how many players have played for both Mumbai and Bangalore. There are already few in this match. Tim David, Jason Berendorf, Karan Sharma. Who else? Siraj. I mean, in this last over, he played for Mumbai. In his last over, he conceded 65. Longest over in the history of IPL, right?
I read a very cheeky tweet.
Which is?
That the graphic designer must have been worried. There was literally no space there now.
Oh, for sure. By the way, Saurabh, if you're watching this, where are you, my friend? Time is money, money is time. We need you right now. 1 over gone. So we'll literally take you to the 11th over, my friend. We'll literally take you to the 11th over. I'll request my producer, Shauna, to just ping him on WhatsApp and see where Mr. Pant is. He must be having a sparkling water, not keeping track of time.
It's wide.
Arshad Khan.
So 2 left-arm pacers to begin with. And
He
talking about
reminds me
left-arm pacer.
Reminds me of just the other lad. Oh my God. Oh, there's a change of shirt and a change of mood.
These false allegations that I'm late. I've been here for 20 minutes waiting to be let in. This is literally like a Behrendorf, where he's waiting. And dude, by the way, Surya Kumar Yadav is out, man. That's hilarious. Like what an endorsement that they're like, yeah, they're fielding nahi aati. But yeah, I have changed into whatever I could find is. So here's the. Let me give you an update on my life right now. Because of my son, I am now supporting Mumbai Indians because he said, "Who do you support?" And I said, "Who do you support?" And he said, "Mumbai Indians." So I said, "I will stick with my son." But I have a bunch of emails from the company that sponsors Royal Challengers Bangalore, who have been claiming that they want to sponsor me. So for now, for financial reasons, I think RCB is a great side, and I hope they win.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. So I love the shirt. Honestly, Bombay thinking of certain vibes, Bonobo vibes, that shirt. And of course, the sparkling water complementing that shirt, I should say. But you were close, yeah.
Actually, which is made by Royal Challenge. This is Royal Challenge soda. Yeah.
I mean, oh my God. Kohli and his little inside head saving him 3 wides in the
But
top.
Arshad, they're just competing with Mohammad Siraj in terms of whole ball, more wides.
I was just going to say that. So great.
But doesn't Arshad look like a left-handed Jawahar Srinath?
Oh, that's a good claim. That is a good claim. Sometimes I'm getting scared from the opposite room because I think they're 3 seconds faster because we're watching it in the Hindi stream. And I know for a fact there are lots of people here who hate Kohli. Understandably so, absolutely not. Because how can you hate Virat? 8 for none, 1.1. I'm absolutely nervous because and he gets 4 Virat. That's his first 4 of this year's tournament, guys. Everyone loves it when Virat scores runs. Let's be honest. Come on, even Somesh.
Not Haris Rauf.
Yeah,
I can think of at least like 45 people who don't love him when he's scoring runs. Not whoever is trying to get into the side. Not Tilak Verma. Tilak Verma is like, maybe I'll replace Virat one day.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Actually, RCB owe MI a game, yeah.
Do they? And it's Avanish, by the way, Pratish. It's Avanish. Avinash is a common name, that's Avanish. But why from last year? What did they do?
They beat DC for you guys.
Oh, yeah, of course. How could I forget that? The only time I ever supported Mumbai in all my living, honestly.
What? You supported Mumbai because of what?
Last year, because obviously we needed a favor from Mumbai, because remember, they had to beat Delhi for Bangalore to go through.
Yeah.
And then that's exactly how it prevailed. So Pratish is bringing that point up.
Listen, I want to tell you that I support both Royal Challengers Bangalore because now you've just raised the point that Mumbai Indians is owned by one of the richest families in the country. And they've just started the Neeta Ambani Cultural Center. So I'm really torn between the Neeta Ambani Cultural Center, where I'd like to perform stand-up comedy shows for money, versus Royal Challengers, who's also apparently giving me money. But here's the thing. You guys have also given me money. So the people I support here the most is cricket.com. Let me know when you're starting a IPL team or a WPL team or a BPL team. Dude, wait 1 second. It's the Bangladesh Premier League, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
BPL means something completely different in India.
Yeah. Of course.
I mean, again, I'm not making a commentary. I'm just saying that, yeah, it's yeah.
Also known as GPL in some parts of the country.
What is it? Gaad pe laat?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I know. I was talking about BPL means below poverty line, right?
Yeah, of course. I was also thinking about the.
No,
the
he went a completely other direction. He went the abuse. I went like, no, listen, I'm trying to be economical here
No,
because I'm an
BPL is
economics guy.
below poverty line in many other countries, not just India.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Dude, by the way, they're playing Arshad instead of Arjun Tendulkar, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
I mean, Arshad right now is.
They went for Srinath over Tendulkar, basically.
Oh, shot. Virat.
Yeah.
Ooh. Straight to mid-on. Straight to Tim David. No runs there.
2 overs of 14.
Tim David looks like a gangster.
Yeah, man. Proper Mexican as a.
I mean, I know they don't have Pollard with the big goal chain, but I think he's clearly living up to that reputation that Pollard had. 2 overs 14. Saurabh, I was just going to come back to your prediction because you of course said 155 for 8. You were really close because they were 149 for 7 in the 19th. Yeah. But that last over yielded 22. Do you think that, in hindsight, will hurt Bangalore?
See, first of all, I think it was a great over by Siraj. Let's talk about that because effectively, there's a lot of ads that are coming right now. And let's be honest, even though this Bharat Premier League is about cricket, it's also about commercialization, as we've already discussed. It's mainly about the ads. It's an excuse for us to play multiple ads. Yeah, it's a 4 or a 6.
Yeah, no, it's a 4. And I hate interrupting, sort of, honestly, but just look at the shot. And tell me if
I'll see the shot and then I'll give you my dumb. The build up to this joke that I was about to do is not really worth it. But wait a second. That's a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
My God, dude, Fafdu is really Fafdu using his wrists with more grace than Ravindra Jadeja making a celebration. But I think Siraj was doing an ad, because all these ads are all about longevity and how to increase. Hey, you use C8 tires, they will last you for more than the rest tires or whatever it is. And Siraj was like, you know what? I am C8 tires. Let's push the limit. And he went from having his best figures almost in the Premier League to having whatever. Okay. Which is something only Siraj. Dude, by the way, here's the thing. Right when he was bowling brilliantly, I somehow knew that Fafdu should have just bowled him out. Because Siraj has recently been... probably follow this more in the death overs for a while now. So I don't know why you would give him the 90.
That is a 6. And that is brilliant from Kohli and Du Plessis. That, of course, makes a lot of people dance around Chinnaswamy. That's a shot of the day. That's a brilliant
shot of the day. Okay?
Oh, actually, the shot of the night is Tilak's last ball. That helicopter was pretty brilliant. I mean, I've never seen a left-hand batter with the helicopter. Have you? Wheeled in the arms over there. Berendorf's been taken to the cleaners right now. And there was one man, I can't forget who it was in office, who kept saying Berendorf's good trouble Bangalore. Oh, it was. Oh, shit. For a second, I didn't know it was him.
What did he say? He said Behen, kya?
Oh, 1 second. 6 more, Saurabh. Come on.
Oh, shit, dude.
Come on.
I've been saying this Royal Challengers whiskey is a tremendous beverage. And I think I can be the right person to endorse. I'm having the colorless version of that one. I have a special machine in my house that removes the brown stuff. And it's a great company. Please give me money.
You have the baby proofer of whiskey.
Of whiskey.
I think you need to get your mic closer to your face, by the way. Your mic is, yeah.
Okay.
Or your volume is again low.
No, it's all right. Is it all right? I think it's all right.
Yours is perfect. Avrish's is perfect. I don't know why. So I think it's something. You know what? This is the problem. This guy, this Avrish character, okay, he's basically trying to undermine you in this whole thing. Even the last time he kept your volume low, he's bribed some people. They like, hey, he's got this issue. This guy, he wants to be like Ravindra Jadeja in the last season of CSK.
Jesus,
when Soham is the MS Dhoni here.
Yeah. By the way, it's
or Monu Singh.
I keep calling him Soham. His name is Somesh, and you keep calling him Soham, which is hilarious.
So, dude, listen, Sagar is a really good friend of mine. I've met him many times. Well, I'll get this correct. Your name is Somesh.
Yep.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I will call you your correct name from now. Balki poop. It's the kind of joke I make with my children, which works. Dude, but great start, man. Fafdu is in a big rush. He's like, let's finish this off today only.
Yeah,
I mean,
This reminds me of that movie Avara Pagal Dewana.
which are that ad or the match right now? Both.
This name conversation.
This name conversation. Oh, what happened?
Kaun Manila.
Oh, yeah. If you guys know your Hindi movies, you guys would know. But right now, I'm kind of happy. The butterflies in the stomach are fast disappearing, so to speak. Settle down. I think it'll be Arshad again. You feel so? Left arm, left arm, left arm.
Should be Archer, bhai.
Yeah, where is Archer? Where are you? Where are you? I mean, Archer's a real threat. Archer Kohli is the battle, right, Saurabh?
yeah, I mean, this is like watching William Tell and they're just showing a bunch of people using rifles. Where is the Archer?
Okay, here we go.
Archer's here. This is-
Put down.
He's dropped the king. He has dropped the king. Archer into the attack. Let there be some fire. Let there be some drop catches. Because Jofra Archer nearly removing Virat Kohli. Tough chance, but sometimes you never know. These stick.
That was Du Plessis, by the way.
No,
That was Kohli, sorry.
It was Kohli.
Sorry. Yeah, my
Yeah,
scoreboard
he
is
got
also
both
slow.
hands to it as well. He got both hands to it as well. And he's a tall bloke, the man, 6'6", 6'5" actually. But still, Archer to Kohli, second ball here, 30 for none, 3.1. And Kohli gets 4.
Guided away.
Or he gets 3.
4.
He gets 4. It's really quick at that part of the Chinnaswamy. So Bangalore absolutely basking it right now. 34 for none, 3.2. And it just makes me think about Saurabh Du Plessis, right? Saurabh, there was a lot of talk about him being the aggressor because we know how Kohli likes to bat a little bit. The fact that he was really superseding expectations in the SA20, he was doing well in the CPL as well. And Faf is that kind of player, right? Where you're thinking to yourself, he can give you a quick fire 40, 50, and then you're well set. So how are you really looking at Faf this season for RCB?
Yeah, I mean, he actually did what Rohit Sharma has been trying to do for a while, which is trying to play the enforcer role for India, which I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I think Jared Kimber had such a great article about India's T20, video about India's T20 campaign, which is essentially derailed by Virat Kohli. Virat played that knock where he took his time and blah, blah, blah. And Du Plessis, I mean, what his strike rate was 165 in SA T20, which is crazy. He was like on fire there, man. I mean, I saw one match where he was really doing well. You know what? I'm pretending. I didn't see a single match. I just read some stats. I saw one match. He was really good in that match. Just disregard what I said previously. I definitely saw this match in the SAT20. It was the Cape Town Cobras playing against the
Johannesburg Lion Cubs.
The Nashua
Titans. That's the one. Faf scored 60. Wait, he scored
69.
You know, I'm trying to figure out how he get. Oh no, he's got 165 runs of 100 balls. It was the exact strike rate from what we discussed. It was a great knock. You can Google it. No, but he's been doing well, man. I think he's
slow ball dispatch for 6. What a shot that
man.
is from Virat Kohli. Shut the front door, so gotta shut the front door. Open it in this regard. I mean, Saurabh, describe this shot in one word, please. Please, I'm putting you on the spot here. Look at this.
Oof. This is some roufing there.
I love how it's become a thing now in India.
Dude, but I really appreciate Haris Rauf after the World Cups like trolling Indians back saying अगर कार्तिक ने किया होता या हार्दिक पांड्या ने किया होता तो मैं बुरा मानता पर कोहली ने किया तो ठीक है. Basically saying that Karthik and Hardik Pandya beneath him. So it was like, I like how eventually Haris Rauf, who I love Haris Rauf as well. I love all fast bowlers. Was great. There's a comment. You want to read the comment? There's some comment that's right
Yeah,
there.
what's on the line going on to say Kohli struggled versus spin and his excellence versus pace even after mid-30s. Typically, we see decline versus pace, but Virat is different. Why is that? So can you put a finger on that? Because yeah, I mean, spin susceptibility is there for sure. That's always been part of his, I don't know, game in the last 4 years. But
अब सवाल क्या है कि even after being in mid-30s, he's that good against pace. I mean, he does this day in day out. That's
And
his strength. And
And correct.
We come from a country where there is a guy who's playing pace in his 40s. So,
or true, but like I generally feel that Virat is cut from a different cloth in terms of just being a good batter. I know there are spin frailties well documented out there. Shreyas Gopal comes to mind. Other spinners in this tournament come to mind, of course. But look, I mean, right now, the 12 balls that he's faced, he's looked absolutely brilliant. He's looked hungry. He's looked intentful, which is the key word out there. And from an RCB perspective, it can't get better.
I don't think intentful is a word.
I
I hate to stop you.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a good old.
Dude, Piyush Chawla looks like Sachin Tendulkar from an alternate reality.
exactly.
Doesn't he look like? He looks like if Sachin Tendulkar went on Breakfast with Champions and never left the breakfast buffet.
Literally, Tendulkar, doppelganger. I was going to say something else, but doppelganger. We'll leave it there. 40 for none, 4.1. Chawla, out of all people, to Faf. Brave move by Rohit to throw the ball to the leg spinner. Who else they have as options right now? I'm trying to think of it.
Shauqeen. Shauqeen is, I think, the critical one probably.
Shauqeen. I thought they were going to change the ends, Farshad, but maybe not. Maybe they just want to do something different right now.
they have to. They need a wicket.
They need a wicket. Wondering when Bangalore make the impact.
By the way, any improvement in audio? Hello?
Oh yeah, you're fine. I think it's just that Avnish is louder.
Yeah.
I mean, and me calling somebody else loud is obviously problematic already.
Senior citizen Piyush Chawla incoming saying, Greg K, take it easy now. Take it easy. Remember, we said that he's younger than Virat Kohli. So just that's a fun fact up there for you guys. How old is Piyush Chawla? 34.
34 years and some days.
Jesus.
That's crazy, man. That's a stat. Like I'm going to share this with my friends. Like, is it 6?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually trying to like hit a mosquito, but also clap at the same time. It's 4. And all the 4s are happening right now. 44 for none, 4.4. Du Plessis having a laugh. Laugh Du Plessis. 23-15. And Kohli 17 of 13.
Listen, I have to appreciate your very subtle pun there of laugh Du Plessis. I mean, we have to give you credit for. Did you say laugh Du Plessis intentionally? Because that was funny.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good pun.
He's having a laugh. Honestly, it was a joke. Or was it put down? It was a sharp chance. Was it?
Seems like. Let's see.
Seems like I'm just checking that right now. Replay on the cricket.com app. This is bullshit. I'm checking the United game right now.
We're all lying about what we're up to. Oof. Hey, listen, I got to ask your viewers. I want to ask everybody who's watching. How many people are watching this on Jio Cinema and how many people are actually watching it on the set-top, on the TV? Yeah. Because I have a feeling that most people would probably be watching this on Jio, and this might be spoilers. Like you're 6 seconds early, which might actually be something worth exploring. So you can do. By the way, you can do a quick. What's it called? Poll on the comments to check if you want to do that.
Yeah,
because it might be important to while doing a watch along.
So put the poll question out there. You can probably do it from the live YouTube studio, Saurabh, where you literally ask a simple question: where are you watching this, television or digitally? And then we'll get the answer. Because, look, to be honest with you, I know it's just been 3-4 days the IPL, but here's what I've gathered from my friends. They like to watch the pre-game, post-game on the digital stream because you have Gale, Morgan, Kumble, De Villiers and all of that. And then they want to watch the game on TV because it's the fastest. So they keep switching from there to there. I mean, I know people are also taking the piss out of the new language commentary options in Bhojpuri and Bengali.
Dude, the Bhojpuri stuff is great, man, because I have a Telegram group, which makes me sound like somebody who distributes porn. Because the only people who have Telegram groups are mere people who distribute porn. And a lot of these guys have been taking video grabs of Bhojpuri commentary. And it is literally like, you know what, pre-BCCI getting into commentary. And just people are just saying anything like, "Arey, sir phodne ki koshish ho gayi. Sir phodoge kya?" And it's great. It's fantastic. Bhojpuri commentary is another level and thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah, I was just looking at Kohli stats right now from the periphery of my vision, so to speak. And we keep saying, he's not had the best of IPLs in the last 3 or 4 seasons. He still scored over 400 runs, guys. Yeah. We talk about players having off IPLs. you still score 400, which is ridiculous, and he's also timing it really well there.
Of course.
So,
And by the way,
But you see,
India never dismissed him in T20.
so in life.
In T20 tests,
Testies, I don't think he's bowled him. Oh, he's bowled him once.
bowled to him, yeah.
In that Ahmedabad test. Yeah. Sorry, Saurabh, go on.
I'm saying that all these stats make no sense unless they're comparable to he's opening in the Bharat Premier League. Okay, let's be perfectly frank. If there's 10 teams playing, there's definitely not two consistent openers across the 10 teams. Minimum there's about 30 openers who may have played less games. I don't know. I'm not sure if just 400 runs is a good barometer for how good you are I mean, the strike rate is far more important, especially in the first 6 overs.
Oh, true. I absolutely agree with you.
What a
I'm
shot,
saying
dude.
right now, if we talk about batters having diabolical seasons, normally you'll say, yeah, they not got anywhere close to 350 runs. And Virat had stinkers last year in terms of innings. I know he had a couple of first bowlers, but he still managed to get some sort of runs in the bank over there. But I fully agree with you. Sometimes strike rates do not get that same sort of attention that they normally deserve. 50 up and 51, sorry, so to speak, 5.4, and Virat looking absolutely top notch, guys.
So, Saurabh, you don't come from that school which says strike rates are overrated.
Dude, who said this right now? Was it
KL
Rashid
Rahul.
Latif?
KL Rahul.
No, KL
Rahul.
Rahul is the opposite one. But there was some Pakistani. There was a debate happening. Simon Dool versus one of the Pakistani commentators on the PSL, and Simon Dool was basically shitting on Babar Azam's strike rate, and the other commentator said that average is more important. And I'm like, what are you watching? This is not Test cricket, dude.
Oh, 1 second. There could be a shot.
What a
ball.
shot.
Oh, no man's
What a
land.
shot.
No man's land. I think I know who you're referring to, Saurabh. I think it is Basit Khan.
Correct.
Yeah.
You absolutely. I got to ask you about this question, okay? And this is a very fun question. Virat Kohli. Oh, Virat Kohli pre or post children?
Pre.
Like which genre? Which genre of Virat do you like?
I think the answer is pre. Right?
Pre, yeah.
Who? I want to meet that person who says post.
So you're trying to say that Virat should not have children. You heard it here first on cricket.com/TV. These two gentlemen are against Virat Kohli's family. They have said horrible things and they should be shamed. No, nobody should be shamed on social media, including Varun Dhawan.
Did you see what he did with Gigi Hadid?
Yeah, but he said it was all consensual and it was all, and even she clarified it was all consensual. And honestly, while watching it, I was like, this is obviously pre-planned. What kind of person thinks this is not pre-planned? And I know it's easy to sort of go. I mean, I don't know this is related to cricket in no way. Well, Shikhar Dhawan is Varun Dhawan's cousin. Let's just say Rishi Dhawan and all of them, they form a group together. Basically, he picked up Gigi Hadid, who I don't know what she was doing at a show, and he picked her up and twirled her around and gave her a gentle kiss on the cheek. And people were like, how can he do that? And I'm like, this genuinely looked like it was planned. Yeah. What is she doing in India, by the way?
I think she's in for some awards night or ceremony of sorts. But yeah, I mean, that was trending for a while. Pranav, meanwhile, going on to say, when I watch it on the digital stream, I pause your video in such a way that the watchalong comes and saying, thank you. This is such a great, heartwarming comment, and also raises an alert to all you guys how you should do it in terms of watchalongs. See, I do the watchalongs in terms of the football streaming when I watch the watchalongs generally. But when you're watching us, do exactly what Pranav Anand is doing. 53 for none, 6.1. Betfair broadcast has least delay. Yeah, for sure. Understandably sure. Mansi, what are you watching it on? I'm watching it on, okay, fair. And there's a 5 to 7 second lag between what I'm watching versus what the CDC lads are watching. I think we changed it only because 454 channel number was fucking about. Oh, sorry, messing about. Here we go with my impromptu swearing again. But yeah.
Listen, in the first innings, you were saying fuck Cameron Green, and now you're like, I'm going to hold back the F words.
Yeah,
what is this? This is a specific agenda.
Like, chart saying you cannot do this. This is not sane. So I'm just like, okay,
dude, they're showing replays of that edge of Faf Du Plessis like that was a chance. Like Tilak Verma would have to be like 9 foot horizontal to be able to catch that. He would have to have arms the size of the flat earth to catch that. Anything.
I mean, I'm just trying to look at because showing that Kohli versus Archer in the 4th over. Does Archer's action seem more perfect or Kohli's batting?
The king of random questions return.
For sure, for the king. I was just looking at
No,
it.
but also it might be the pitch, no?
Might be the pitch in terms of.
Like, does it have any sort of this thing, bite?
It had the bite for Rohit Sharma, but after that वो धीरे-धीरे दांत निकलते चले गए.
I think वो सिराज का 2 ओवर के लिए था, उसके बाद गायब हो गया. Then even Siraj forgot how to bowl. So it's like, dude. Also, just let's be perfectly honest. This is an absurd decision to hold back Archer post Arshad, unless there was one of these stupid matchup bullshit things that they have planned, where it's like one of these people has a bad record against left armers with the ball swinging in or whatever rubbish it is. But makes no sense.
I think Archer should have bowled the second over, but क्या बोल सकते हैं अपन?
Yeah, what can we say? But look, right now, Mumbai, they need wickets because Bangalore are going home in a canter with regards to this. 58 for none after 7, and they're absolutely milking it right now. Overthrows, is it? No, there isn't. So 58 for none, 7 overs gone. And positive signs, guys. I'm actually pretty confident sitting as a Bangalore fan. I know I'm going to be going to the Chinnaswamy Stadium to catch up with the fans post-match. But right now, I don't know. How's your sunny boy, Saurabh? Because I know he's a Mumbai fan. Will you manage to change allegiances now?
My son is a big fan of Surya Kumar Yadav, and it's like I think in the last who did Lucknow play? I'm sorry, I lose track of matches very quickly in this league.
Delhi.
Who did Lucknow?
Delhi
Yeah,
did
so I was supporting Delhi, and he was supporting Lucknow, and that was the first time we've ever disagreed on who to support. Because usually I just support who he supports because I love my son. So I'm like, whatever you go with, let's just go with it. But yeah, today we are MI. But again, as I said, listen, see, here's how life works. Okay, do you both have children of any sort? Oh wait, I forgot. You are opposed to Virat Kohli's children and other people's children. But what is it saying? If Royal Challenge if Royal Challenge gives me money, or if Anita Ambani's cultural foundation gives me money, that will be helping my son further his life. So eventually, my son supports whichever financial transaction is in my favor.
That's a good way to put it. I think even Sami Santosh in the comments going on to say, watch it off the UK VPN if you can get that access, guys. Trust me, that's what I did last IPL. It was brilliant because just sort yourselves out with a great VPN, and then you don't even have to watch these ghastly ads. It'll just purely be the broadcasters and all the things you can see between the overs. It's just perfect to watch it. So that would be my suggestion. And then, of course, tune in those streams with cricket.com. Meanwhile, Faf Du Plessis has just played the most nonchalant cover drive in the history of the game. I mean, this is a joke. I mean, they've introduced Cameron Green right now. And the funny thing is, Mumbai and Cricket Australia said that Cam Green wouldn't bowl in the IPL and stuff.
I don't know what they're trying to do. I mean, they should have had a spinner on. I mean, look at how they're playing Piyush Chawla versus Jofra Archer. If Jofra Archer is not going to keep them down.
Is Bangalore...
Cameron Green is definitely...
Is Bangalore Mumbai and Mumbai Bangalore? As in, like, are they playing in the
World Series? I don't know what's happening.
Because as much as a big Bangalore fan I am, I kind of see this cricket being played from Mumbai over the years. And right now, it's just ridiculous. Please take that comment off right now. I can't see their name. Those corrupt guys. Not just joking. We love you all, but it's competition.
Well, why is CrickBuzz 1200 plus? What is that?
What do you mean? Who's that? What do you mean? Cricket.com/TV. Cricket.com.
By the way, I think the only reason the bowling Cameron Green is to sort of verify why they are not playing Tristan Stubbs.
Yeah.
They're just like, you know what? Just bowl one over to show that, we mean, like, you're playing as a all-rounder, okay? Because, not playing... Cameron Green, by the way, is... Actually, you know what? I withdraw that. Because Cameron Green has actually been very exceptional for Australia in white ball cricket. Like, he's been very explosive. But as an opener. So, them playing him down there is a little weird.
I know it's early to get my calculators out as an RCB fan right now. I'm already doing the math. If they do finish the chase and complete it within 16 overs, it'll be top of the pops after the weekend.
Good for you. Good for RCB.
And of course, the Mumbai fans will have to just lick their wounds and come back stronger. Who do Mumbai play next? Or they go back to the Wankhede, do they? Oh, what a shot that is. What a shot that is. I think I have to leave for the Chinnaswamy Stadium right now. So by the looks of things, because Kohli is having a laugh. Sorry, a laugh out there. I'll say that joke again because a comedian found it funny. So I'm sure thinking that is something to chat about. Just on that note, I mean, right now, would you love it? Would you love it if, Virat tears this IPL up? I mean, I don't know how much of a Kohli fan you are, Saurabh, but generally, people are writing him off before that T20 World Cup. People are writing him off before Haris Rauf became a word and an adjective. But, dude, the king is king for a reason.
I like people who are on a journey. I never like people when they are at the ascent. I like people who have the like. I mean, Sachin is an exception because Sachin was literally the like exceptional to a point where it was like beyond everybody at that point of time, and so was Virat. But Virat's journey has been very interesting to me. So I've actually grown to be like I used to like Virat's talent a lot, and now I've grown to like him as a person because I think everybody who talks about him effusively. They talk about him off the field and on the field. Even something as innocuous as him telling the crowd to stop booing Steve Smith, even though Indian fans will go on and on about that being a dumb thing. I'm like, that means something, right? It's like there's no reason for him to do that. So I've grown to like Virat Kohli as
Oh,
a
my
person.
word, Saurabh Pant. Look at that shot in 7 seconds' time because it'll tell you two things. One, Du Plessis is playing in a different pitch. And two, Somesh is feeling a little bit of sadness right now. This is what happens in life and sport.
What's up, Somesh? Oh.
You've had 5 times success. We've not had
Amish.
one.
For 500 times, I don't give a damn.
I know, but this makes it more exciting. He generally isn't a Mumbai
I'm
fan.
just bored
I
of
just like to
this
see
being-
Soap as a Mumbai
I'm
fan.
just bored of this being a one-sided encounter because there's no point watching the IPL if the encounters are going to be one-sided.
I'll leave. What is the closest game so
Yeah.
far? That rain-affected contest.
Rain affected और first game was still at least last round तक तो गया.
Oh,
कुछ तो था
God.
उसके बाद से तो 50 रन 70 रन अब ये देखो.
Hey, but Sumesh, tension नहीं लेने का because they were 21 for what? 4-3, whatever the shit they were. And then Tilak Verma went mad. I'm genuinely telling you that the deciding factor of this game is going to be Ritik Shaukin. Even last day he showed glimpses of that. It's that's the only chance they have. This is dumb. I don't know what's happening. There's no. I mean, camera. Dude, that was a crazy shot by the way. And you're absolutely right. Fafudu is on a different. He's batting in South Africa, dude. This is crazy. This is great batting.
Oh,
Have to
talk about
acknowledge
great
it.
batting. It continues here at the Chinnaswamy. It's carnage. 75 becomes 79 for none after 8.1. And Virat Kohli is saying, look, Faf, whatever you can do, I can do slightly better. Even though Virat's 31 of 23 and Faf 44 of 26. It's a joke out there. And it's good to see Bangalore fans just happy. But I mean,
Mumbai's bowling lineup is also
it's
a bigger joke.
It's a diabolical. I mean, it's crazy.
Dude, but I think I disagree with Sumesh. I think they've just been batting exceptionally well. They've just like I'll give you a quick example based on my career as an exceptional cricketer. I was playing cricket with the 8-year-olds in my building because my son is 8, right? And so there's a kid who's bowling Yorkers to all of them. He's taken 3 wickets back to back, and then I come to bat and I'm taller and bigger. So suddenly the Yorkers stop, and he's lost confidence. And so sometimes I think like it's about the batter where people are just intimidated by how well these two guys are batting. I think 1 wicket and it's going to get close.
And do you think that 1 wicket is Ritik Shaukin, my friend? Because it's a weird call, but I mean, it could be a run of the play dismissal.
It might happen, man, because again, I remember seeing him last year and thinking this is interesting, dude. Because like the reason why Sri Lanka has been churning out a lot of upsets, they just beat New Zealand as well, is because of the mystery spinners. They have like 4 mystery spinners. They have Akela Dhananjay, they have Hasaranga, they have whatever. And Shaukin was a mixed bag. Like he was like a little bit unpredictable with regards to that. And on a pitch like this, which seems relatively like, I mean, either Mumbai batted really badly up top or Tilak Verma batted exceptionally well or both. And the answer is both. Out or 6.
Oh, Nitin Menon doesn't raise his finger. Look at this. I want you to tell me what you think if this is out or not. Rohit, I don't know if you're going to refer it. And I don't think they're going to go upstairs, in fact. So nothing to really worry about from a...
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
generally.
the Nitin Menon memes are going to start now.
Oh, 100%. If that was Kohli, he would have given it out. If that was Kohli, 100%. For sure. Oh, shocking.
Not a white.
80 for none, sorry. 9 overs gone. And right now, just trying to think of what Mumbai can do to just do something different. Regardless, their next game, guys, is on Friday
against Chennai.
against Chennai. Now that is going to be a rip roar. Mumbai versus Chennai. Just quickly on that note, because we'll get more of Saurabh on the due course. Mumbai Chennai, when I mentioned that particular rivalry, the El Clasico of the BPL, what sticks out for you? The first thing when I say Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings.
I mean, both of them have been underperforming like crazy. It's like you buy an asset on the stock market, which I do regularly. I'm a big trader. Bought a lot of stock of Adani Realty. Right, right on the eve of it, the Hindenburg thing. No, both of them have been underperforming. So in fact, it's become. I think it's become the reverse of El Clasico. It's become more like Clasico. Like it's like there are two underperforming teams who've been.
Reverse of El Clasico is Le Clasico.
Le Clasico.
Yeah, Le Clasico is more. That's funny. That makes more sense, dude, because both of them have been underperforming for like a year now. Last year was terrible. So far, they both look very underwhelming. I mean, maybe Mumbai will pull this back, but so far this has been not great. Batting POV, not great. I generally think they need to switch up things. Either Rohit Sharma needs to go back to his attitude, which I think I really enjoyed when he was doing that briefly in T20 cricket for India, which is just that I'm going to play 18 balls and try and hit 35 runs up top. That's it. If I get out trying to do that, that's perfectly fine. We have enough batters in the whole game to sort of go through this. I think that's what he needs to play with a little bit more freedom and stop playing like with the KL Rahul on his shoulder.
Yeah, it's just one innings, but I think Rohit will come good. I know people will say, oh, yeah, look at his last 3-4 years IPL and all that stuff. But look, a good player is a good player. And plus, if you guys have seen that show on one of the OTTs, the one about Mumbai Indians, it goes to show that Rohit, every time he's having a poor lull, he goes to eat vada pav in the night. This I'm not making it up with the Ambanis around 2-3. It's how far. What?
I love Sumesh's face, dude. Sumesh's face is like, this sounds like bullshit.
It's not. It's well documented. See it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Not telling that. This is there. This is definitely there. And you guys can, obviously, validate that information.
So, vada pav with Sachin in his
no,
800.
It's only between Rohit and Akash and any player that they like at that moment in time. So they get misal pav, vada pav, chapati. They'll just go.
With old milk?
I mean, none of that, but just for the food. It's like how Govinda and Salman go to Haji Ali for a juice, right?
You know, Avnish, I love your theory of vada pav, misal pav, and chapati. Those are three.
That is him speaking Hindi.
And chapati, yeah, but chapati sounds like chapati. But yeah,
chapati. Chapati, you said chapati, huh? Yeah, Ritik, shocking, guys, come on. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the Shocking guy.
Oh
come on, what a name, by the way, man. Have you?
That is
guys,
crazy.
Ritik Shocking. I called it, and now I realize his stats are he's taken 2 wickets in the IPL.
I think I was actually wondering, did you confuse him with Kumar Karthikeyan, the left arm mystery spinner?
Oh shit, maybe I did. I think I did. I think it's quite likely.
सौरभ ने कौन सा ऋतिक शौकीन देखा है जो इतना अच्छा है? मैंने भी उसको देखा, मेरे को तो नहीं लगा.
I think I confused him for Karthikeyan. You're absolutely 150%. You know what? This is why we're connected, man, Somesh. you even know he's like, is he dumb, this guy? But Hrithik Shokeen is the left, is the off spinner, and Karthikeyan is the left arm. Okay, yeah, okay. I changed my mind. Yeah.
Actually, he's
Karthikeyan playing on?
He's not playing. He was not even in the impact subs. Maybe injured. That's the only
explanation. Oh, 1 second. Shokeen has been taken to the cleaners, my friend, by Post-powerplay Du Plessis, who brings up a 50. And who called him to win the orange cap? I know, but still leading the spot. Pratyush, why don't you, of course, be answered by Som and Saurabh for this one? Do you think Rohit spot's in danger in Mumbai?
Guys,
after the World Cup, he's back in the same form.
Guys, you know how much Mumbai Indians top 3 cost? They cost 50 crores.
50 crores.
Rohit Sharma.
50 crores.
They should, in my opinion, they should release all 3. They can make a solid team out of those 50 crores.
Oh, 6 more.
6 more.
Oh, so should I leave? Honestly, should I leave?
I think you have to run.
Because I think I'll just wait for 2 more balls. Maybe Saurabh will make out of this.
Because our boy has to be outside Chinnaswamy just when the game gets.
And Chinnaswamy will be Periaswamy, if you guys know.
How are you going to get to Chinnaswamy in time? How far are you from
It's
Chinnaswamy
honestly
Stadium?
a stone's throw away. It's like 2 minutes away, 3 minutes away.
No,
It's
you,
at 7
you, you didn't see one of Tilak Verma's 6 that actually landed in our studio. The ball is
We'll
Yeah, I
actually
saw
get the
that.
ball. We'll actually get the ball. Honestly, this is
Did you actually get the ball? Listen, I'll believe that. I would.
actually legit.
No way, dude.
This is the ball. This is the ball.
What are you? Listen, are you screwing around with me, or this is actual
Oh,
fact?
it just trickled through our window, and I was just like, "What?" And
This is bullshit. You're conning me. This sounds like
It's like
this.
you know cricket how they have that office in the oval building. Like it's
Yeah.
we have the office in the bunker anyway.
Chinnaswamy.
Chinnaswamy.
Listen to that.
Listen, I don't understand. I don't believe you guys. You don't have faces anybody could trust. But but I will accept. Is that actually true? Okay.
Oh yeah, no. The fact that our headquarters at Lavelle Road in Bangalore, you can validate this and people in the comments below, where it literally is 3 minutes or 4 minutes to
Yeah.
the stadium. So
Walkable.
Okay.
we're definitely going to go do the fan content over there with the fans and all of that stuff. Just kind of get into people's sweaty armpits at times because it's that time of year. Summer starts, IPL, metro lines being jammed. Saurabh, look, I know it's a final word from you because we promised. Oh, we're getting in 1 over because he joined.
I can do more, man. I have no problems. Whatever you want. I'm all yours. You live
No,
your
I-
lives, man. It's
I was
Yeah.
hoping actually secretly that Ritik Chaukin does something in that over, but unfortunately he went for long
yeah, he
runs.
didn't because I
Oh.
confused him for Karthikeyan because I'm
Chawla
dumb.
to Kohli, yeah. This has to be the contest.
Chawla to Kohli. Who bowled?
Kohli is like तू छोटा है मेरे से शर्म आती है थोड़ी सी.
That's damn funny, dude. Still the greatest. That's the greatest stat that like I forget all the other bullshit about like uncapped players, capped players, and all. This is just the funniest stats.
But you're right though. It looks like Tendulkar after a big buffet. It's a joke. It's honestly a joke.
76% are watching on Jio cinema,
Oh,
dude.
he didn't get a finger to it, surely.
76% people are voting on Jio. Of course, it's free. Sale freeloaders.
The way Tim David was
Or
running
kya?
there, it looked like Saurabh Tiwari for a second. You know, like big, pouty Saurabh Tiwari. So 76, it's an
Dude.
overhauling digital thing.
Dude, by the way, just like the stats are crazy, man. Kohli is on 37 of 30, 38 of 31. Du Plessis is on 57 of 31. Like he's literally 1.5 times faster than Kohli at the moment. This is crazy. Like the guy is
Oh, Sean!
golden.
Oh my God, this is again. Oh my God, Kohli 6.
got
Kohli
it.
6 got through the TV. This is ridiculous. 2 balls right now. I mean, we have more in the studio, but like another one is always welcome in terms of the real ball.
Crazy.
But 44-32, and it goes back to the point that Saurabh was mentioning, the fact that Paf is in maybe 5th gear, Virat's in 3rd, 4th right now. It's the roles, right?
Yeah, I mean, for today it works.
For today,
Kohli has slowed down after the power play, as he usually does.
for today
It's not new.
because like I was thinking, where will the runs come from RCB's perspective?
No, that was me.
I knew it. I just wanted to say that.
That's against City, Mumbai bowling. Let them play better oppositions.
No, Mumbai actually had a decent attack. I don't know
What
what
are
it
you
is.
talking about? Why they don't have an attack?
Okay, maybe at the Wankhede we'll see that true bowling attack come to the fore.
What
Little
is
bit
true?
bounce.
सारे यही है.
Cameron Green, Archer, Berendorf to extract that bounce on red soil. Maybe, just maybe. Piyush Chawla.
Yeah, this is dude, my son said to me, Papa, what if they win by 10 wickets? I'm like, yeah, come on, Vikram, that's never going to happen. And it's looking more and more likely that that's probable. But even though he said, what will you do? This is one of my son's favorite things to ask me. What will you do if this happens? I'm like, I'm not capable of doing much. What will I do? He said, what will you do if they win in 10 overs? I'm like, I don't know what will I do. Get my nipples pierced. That's all I can do.
Oh God.
The score's
108 is it? 107 after 11 overs. Look, Saurabh, thank you so much for your time. I don't want to really delay you further, but enjoy the rest of the week ahead, my friends. Some cracking games. We spoke about the late Classico, but there is, of course, Kolkata RCB as well, which is a deep rivalry. Bongs against the Bengs, if that makes sense. But we'll see you hopefully for one of those games. We'll, of course, stay in touch, and I will get you on the phone, my friend.
Jhalmudi versus Bengal.
Done, man. Best of luck enjoying this match. Whoever wins.
Look at the guns.
Sorry?
The little guns.
Yeah, भाई वर्कआउट चल रहा है सही.
Oh. Yep.
This is how I impress children in my building fashions showing them muscles. I didn't realize this works here as well. But yeah, thanks for having me, man. This is always fun, and best of luck for the rest. And everybody watching, please give a like, because the algorithms work that way. If you give a like and if you give a comment, and even if you're watching it later, please give a comment, because that helps the algorithms shoot up the video, because eventually we're all here to beat the robots. So just do that.
Beat the robots it is. Thank you right now, Saurabh Pant, and hopefully we can see Bangalore beat Mumbai, at least from my perspective or from your perspective. And there you have it, Saurabh Pant just being the absolute champion.
Shall we have a double sub?
We will have a
If
double
Akshay is around, Akshay boy, you need it now.
Akshay, come on, mate. You need to come in here and substitute my energy for yours, because look, Bangalore are having an absolute joke
Party.
right now.
Party.
I know the stadium is close to Covent Park. It's a walk in the park, so to speak. Nix, how are you? And look at this, Nix. Oh, 1 second. Has Nix brought a wicket? We didn't see the TV at that point of time. Faf's face says that it could be touch and go here. Touch and go. By the way, is this the first 100 partnership between Faf and Kohli? Ever?
How many games have they played together?
We were playing for the rest of the world.
Cheeky. Man, they should have one of those games off late, man.
अबे वैसे ही कम क्रिकेट होता है कि आप तुमको rest of the world भी
I know, it's just sad. Oh, direct hits always.
Not all.
Nikhil, now do you think Kolkata can breathe easy, because it's clear that this Mumbai side is going to finish last?
No.
Yeah, but the way Mumbai are playing and with the way Kolkata shape up, I don't think any of them can be confident against each other.
So Jalmuri versus Bilkuri is going to be a very good contest.
No, but who's the best of the bad bunch so far? Is it Mumbai? Is it KKR? Is it Chennai? Is it who else lost? Delhi, right? Delhi, Chennai, then Mumbai, KKR, in that order.
I think Mumbai completely look lost with the ball. I don't know where they will get.
But I mean, is it okay to just say as a Mumbai fan, look, we've anyway always lost opening games, and right now it's an aberration, right? They're still finding their feet. Similar what, like we keep saying about Chennai, they're maybe just lacking match practice.
Like, but how many years? They've gone 3 years batting, like 2 years for sure, going the same way, and it's like, and as this Jason Behrendorff, you play him out, there is Jofra Archer, there is nobody else. There is nobody.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm fist pumping right now because it's time for me to go to the Chinnaswamy and just smell the wind. Just take it all in. It'll be hilarious if I leave and there's some sort of capitulation. I don't think that'll happen. Even though Bangalore right now, 140.
Then RCB boys can blame you.
What do you mean? Remember 2016, right? 100 for no loss, chasing 200 and then collapse. Collapse of Parliament. And that's not a place in Bangalore. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching me.
This partnership between Faf and Kohli. Come on, I can't believe it.
Where are those two others?
Gujarat last game.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Acha, wo 55 ball, 50 by Kohli.
That is true. Look, I'm just waiting for Virat to just get one more run and then I'll definitely F off for sure. 112 for none, 11.4, 60 of 50. I just love Sovish's reactions tonight. He's just been absolutely silenced by the king. Come on, lads.
No,
this is just a teaser. This is a teaser, a little trailer of a great movie that Bangalore has in store. And will he play for his 50? He does. He gets a 50, another one. His 50th 50 plus score in IPL history. Who is the best batter India's ever produced? It is Rahul Dravid. That was a joke. Guys, thank you so much. It's been fun. I will catch you guys tomorrow's Watchalong. Like I keep saying, I have to go to the stadium and do some fun bits with the fans. So when Akshay will take you through with Nix, of course. Boys, call it well.
All the best.
Enjoy yourself.
All the best.
And we'll see you guys soon.
50th IPL 50 for 50 plus score for Virat Kohli.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think he'll break David Warner's record of 60?
Ooh.
Oh,
Interception.
Bangalore, we hope he does.
Oh, both of you did the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But what a statement.
Yeah. Like
And why is Archer bowling slower balls?
He put a slower ball in the first over also, right?
वो तब उसी को तो विराट ने छक्का मारा था last ball में.
why did Green get him over?
Why is Green get a contract? Why did he get a contract? Q. There is absolutely no explanation. I mean, I don't understand what happened with Mumbai Indians in the past 2 auctions. Did they just change their thinking? सारे simulation में कुछ error आ गया था क्या? Everything went wrong. They used to run all these simulations कि भाई team ऐसे लेनी, and then so happy buying Cameron Green for 17 crores as if they bought someone with a mixture of AB de Villiers and Jasprit Bumrah. What were they even thinking?
I think they see what they've done is when Cameron Green leaves Mumbai after 4-5 years, he'll be a Faf du Plessis, he'll be a AB de Villiers, and then everybody say देखो मुंबई से आया ना इसके लिए he's him. But what I feel Mumbai have completely gone wrong in my opinion is they've gone all in on the future without even looking at the present.
But Nikhil, how can that be the truth? Because if you think about it, their top 3 is 50 crores. And
but see that's what na. See they never. See, is that a 6? 4. Okay.
And at this rate, I mean, shouldn't people have real question marks about Ishan Kishan? There are so many Chunnu Munnu openers who are doing better than him in almost every game.
See, that's what I'm getting to, right? They paid a handsome amount for him, and they felt that he could be what maybe Pant is or somebody else is, but he's never taken off. So now it looks in hindsight, it looks very weird that, okay, why did you pay so much for him? And the thing is, they've stacked up such options. And to me, what they've completely failed to realize or acknowledge is the importance of the Pandyas. I think the moment they let go of them, I felt that this team would not do well because it was the core that was saving them a lot of time. You don't even remember, which were the last 2 good openers that you remember from Mumbai?
Simmons maybe? Lendl Simmons.
So that you have to go so...
Quinton de Kock with MUs.
But then that you have to go so far back. So that's what I felt where they lost the plot in terms of maybe they got the Pandyas by accident and they figured that, okay, maybe if we get somebody else and maybe it clicks.
I think that with the Pandyas I can understand because I think it's clear that Hardik Pandya would have wanted to be the captain of the team. So वो option I think Mumbai के पास नहीं था because they can't ask Rohit to step down from captain. That would have been very harsh, especially in when was the mega upset? 2021?
Oh.
22, sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, Mumbai really has to. The only way I see Mumbai sort of recovering from this sort of squad is if they somehow manage to let go of Rohit or I don't know. That's I don't know how can they get the best out of Rohit in this lineup. Like some are saying maybe he can drop down the order, Green can open with Kishan and maybe try and use Rohit.
Yeah, I mean, because if Tilak Verma at 5 is out of position, he played such a great knock today. I mean, nothing against him, but he has to bat at 3. You can't have him bat at 5.
That was very, very strange from Mumbai. And again, Green, I really don't know what to sort of make of it because, oh man, that's... Yeah.
And चलो बैटिंग तो फिर भी ठीक है bowling का क्या करोगे they let Rahul Chahar go. They did not buy a proper frontline spinner. Bumrah का partner कोई है ही नहीं.
Yeah, I think it also tells us why Mumbai, they had a great time but never planned for the future.
You know,
it's like no backup to anybody.
तो spinner जो होता है उसकी ball does something off the pitch and does something in the air as well.
In the air also,
but Piyush Chawla, I've for years I've seen neither happening. It's like आँख से सीधा गिरता है, टप्पा खा के भी सीधा आता है. कुछ नहीं होता.
I mean, see, to go from the lineup that is Mitchell McClenaghan, Kunal Pandya, Lasith Malinga, Jasprit Bumrah, Rahul Chahar, Hardik Pandya, to this.
Yeah.
I mean, as you said, I don't know what did they see when they were making the team. Did they feel that कोई है और कोई नहीं है? Did they felt कि नहीं ये है ये देख लेगा? Because there's no bang.
The worst part was I was here wondering ये क्या किया इन्होंने 17 करोड़ में and the owners were like jumping in joy कि भाई क्या achievement है 17 crore diya.
I still remember Akash Ambani's interview right after that buy and where he was talking about Cameron Green and how he fits that age profile. I've still not understood what that means. What do you mean by fits your age profile? What age profile are you looking? Why are you looking at that right now? You have enough youngsters. You have someone experienced than Rohit, and I really don't know.
And trust me, see, Cameron Green is a very important piece in Australia's test team. And they will go to any extent to protect him. Whenever he's, I mean, right, he's very young. let's say somewhere down the line he has an injury where he needs to be monitored much more closely.
Yeah.
That is where you will see Cricket Australia intervene.
Yep, same as the case with Archer. I don't think ECB will give MI a free hand. You can do whatever you want with them. वो नहीं होने वाला. And in terms of spinners, like they had overseas spinners they could have gone for instead of Camden Green. They could have. I mean, what
You
else?
could have got 3-4 players in the budget that they've spent on the top order.
Easily.
And you could have got 3-4
he's
decent.
the most economical bowler tonight because he's bowling to two players who don't want to hit spin. That's the only reason. But let him bowl to others. I mean, we will see a night where I'm pretty sure there'll be one game where if Chawla continues to play, there'll be one game at least where he'll go above 50 in his 4 overs.
Yeah, I don't think he'll play more than few games any which way, but I don't know how they'll.
Excited to see Raghav Goel. They've got this left spinner. He actually looked very good.
But if these players look very good, why aren't they unleashed just from the get go? And not all of them must be injured, right? Raghav be injured, Kumar Karthik be injured.
He was sitting right beside Sky. So
this doesn't make sense.
I mean, maybe they don't want to play too many of the newcomers. So Arshad Khan came in today, Vadira came in today. Maybe they don't want to play too many debutants at the same time. So I really want to see more of him. And Arshad Khan was also.
But so practically speaking, you see them not playing that best 11 probably for 2 more years. I don't think this is something that you can resolve just immediately. कि भाई 3 जन को निकाल दो, फिर भी you can't get 3 people. तुम सबको तो level में नहीं डाल पाओगे.
Yeah, but this is a sad part about the whole mega auction concept, right? Mumbai and Chennai both spent so many years building a team, and now both of them are struggling. Even Chennai did not have a very good mega auction, and they are sort of paying a price for that.
Oh man, that's
shot.
Yeah. That was good to see.
Archer is schooled today.
Yeah, but I think even I mean it's always a debate that whether you want to expand the league, but I feel this should be the max. I don't think you should go above this or beyond this. 10 is
teams.
Yeah, in terms of number of teams, because that's what you're doing right now. Even here, if you say something like a SRH, they're building a good core. They have a good time, then you get the mega auction. The good core gets disturbed because there is a mega auction. And then there are 100 other fluctuations and things that you have to take care of. I think SRH in that sense did much better, to let go of Warner, Rashid. But they found decent players because they've played the right price, I feel, for them. And not splash the money on just 2 players hoping that ye chal jayenge kaise to. But I think just to add to one part, it's very sadistic pleasure to see the way Mumbai went in the SA20 as well. They almost took the best possible names in the system, but it still did not work out because it has to be used well. So I think there is something that's definitely not right, because it did not even look right when they preferred Odion Smith over Sam Curran. But again, maybe they know something we don't.
And about CSK's mega auction, it also had a lot to do with the fact that they were just looking to buy back their players.
But that's not always the best approach, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Something that we've seen with Kolkata. It's like a three teams with the most trophies.
Most trophies.
I think they're just blindsided by the trophy that they've won already.
Yeah, I think what happens is they feel that because this formula worked for us in the past, let's just stick to it and not change it around.
I agree with that. In fact, Mumbai and Chennai, in some sense, have earned the opportunity to, sort of experiment and try something, because they have 4 trophies. Their fans would be a lot more open to that. I'm pretty sure if RCB did something like this at the mega auction, the fans would have really, really, really gone at it. So,
but then RCB have already done that, right?
No, I don't think RCB has done what Mumbai or CSK has done in that sense. Basically Mumbai has gone for a very young-blooded team. RCB hasn't really done that. They've gone with Favre. They still have Kohli. Maxi is old. DK is old. They've gone for experience, and they are using the scouting system to get a few players, groom them, and see. So Yash has been with them for the last 2 years, but hasn't really played a lot of games. Shahbaz has come through. Patidar did come through. We haven't seen more of him yet.
So, but again, Patidar also was an injury replacement. So I feel most of the teams that have done well, they still don't have a clear pathway in terms of what they have to do ahead. Like even Chennai, they will struggle massively because they'll have to first find a core person to take care of the system. As of now, it is Fleming and MS, but the day these two go, you'll have to replace so many players in your squad because you've again gone back to the same people.
I mean, even now, like for CSK, like Raidu at best has another season or two, and that too not really at his peak,
Yeah.
way past
Yeah.
his peak. And Dubey hasn't turned out to be the player that I'm guessing they did think. Like he might still do well at Chepauk, where spinners. It'll be more of spinners coming in. But even then, yeah, it'll be a big struggle for them to sort of transition from the previous team to coming up with new players and filling those roles.
Yeah.
That's why maybe Stokes could also sort of like potentially become a leader for them. That could
I doubt
probably-
actually. I actually doubt Stokes being full
And
time.
again, I mean, Stokes is one player that it's in the same category,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Exactly.
It's very important
Exactly.
for his home team.
Why else?
I think it won't happen all of a sudden. Let's say if we see no more mega auction happening, I think there will come a point like 20, 25 years later where we won't see players being sold for 14, 15 crores in the auction. Because teams will realize that there's no point spending so much on one player.
Yeah.
Rather, just have two more utility players at a lower price. Because
Yeah, I think with time it will definitely. Yeah.
because the number of times these price tag players have failed is far
Far
more
too.
than they've actually
Very true.
worked out.
But what do you think is the alternative to auctions? And
They have to have a good scouting system. They have to have certain players जो एकदम बिल्कुल जैसे वेलकम में था ना कहीं से भी नहीं उठा रहा हूँ सड़क से नहीं उठा रहा हूँ
समझ
बहुत बड़े स्टार को ले रहा हूँ
बट लेकिन इसमें प्रॉब्लम ये होगा कि I mean I agree with that, like grassroots level से develop करके groom your players, but in terms of pay, don't you think then there would be a disparity? Like how do you decide how much does a player get paid? Like right now auction है, it's free
No,
market.
any auction will still happen.
Oh.
God, yeah.
Oh, man, that's insane.
What a shot, and this is
And
thumping, right?
yeah, and okay, this is Arshad, but it just reminded me of Berendorf. Like I still remember when the trade happened. Oh man, the way people reacted to that.
No, even I reacted that. Like, why would you do that? I still don't agree with it.
But there's nothing like what was not like. I'm pretty sure if he went to the auction also, MI would have gotten him at base price. It's not like he's some sort of great bowler that RCB is letting go of. The way
No.
people-
See, it is the same thing what Trent Bolt did today, and it is the combination that matters. I don't see anybody saw Mumbai fielding a bowling attack like this. Now, if there is a Jason Behrendorff, there is Jofra Archer, there is Jasprit Bumrah, one decent spinner, there is a lot of pressure on the openers to take Jason Behrendorff on because they know they can't attack Bumrah, they can't attack Archer. So that works, and that is how Mumbai have functioned over the years. That they've had a one bankable bowler, one overseas spearhead, and you feel that they helped Mumbai in that sense. Now, again, let's drop.
Oh, stood down.
Yeah, so I'll not taking it lightly. Had Mumbai bowled first, Jason Behrendorff could have taken a 3 for. On
But
this pitch,
I think Jason Behrendorff in one is actually a very good idea.
True.
Because this is where it'll help. See, I at times just go back to that thing where Delhi gave Bolt to Mumbai, and in the IPL of 2020, Bolt had figures of 82 for 9 against Delhi in 4 games in 16 overs. And I mean,
you can just go a season behind. Decock was traded to Mumbai from Bangalore, and he had a great season.
I mean, it's looking head to head.
Yeah.
These are Bolt's figures against Delhi.
Almost. Yeah.
Why would you do a trade to make the other team stronger?
Bolt, I still understand. Like, I don't think like RCB was like had anything to lose from.
So here's where my this weirdness about off-season trading comes in. It's so see, एक तरफ you've tried to make this entire auction very transparent. फिर ये mid-season जो trading होती है कुछ समझ में कभी आती नहीं है कि ये चल क्या रहा है. And why would you give it to some other team? Just if you want to release a player. Let him go into the auction.
But I mean, isn't the whole point of? I mean, in some sense, it also gives them the security of having a player. Like unlike auction का कभी पता नहीं लगता.
But this is because it's done in a so hush manner. Is what feels
it's not
very
open,
Yeah,
and we don't know what goes behind the door.
Yeah, it's not just like someone from MI just called up RCB and said he was.
और ऐसा भी नहीं है ना कि there's a trading window or something.
Hey, that's a wicket. Yeah, fair enough.
10 wicket victory तो नहीं हो पाएगा. अफसोस.
I want.
Saurabh Pant is saved. He promised his son to get his nipples pierced.
Okay.
No,
That's
he was joking.
Of
But
course. Well, escalated quickly. I wasn't expecting to they just get something, say, pierces the That is. But good ball. I mean,
Yeah.
I really like Arshad Khan, man. Like, he has a very good Yorker and he can really do well for them.
Yeah. But just to like even something we discussed in the previous Watchalong. Now you saw how the innings was in the power play one. How do you combat as a batting side? If you're batting first, how do you plan? I have a very left field suggestion that you throw in a pinch hitter.
yeah, and this is I think
Agreed.
my entire argument about having Cameron Green open is that because you're not relying on his batting per se. He's in your team because you think of him as a utility player. And there is absolutely, I mean, I feel whatever Rohit can do in the power play, he can also do it in the death overs. Simple as that. As a coach, you're not losing. See, gone are the days when Rohit Sharma will hit a 50 ball 100. Bhul jao bhai, it's not going to happen.
But
You have to accept the fact.
I agree with you. What's he been doing in the power play? Though? Like, he hasn't really been doing anything.
Exactly.
So you're saying he won't do anything at the death or like, no.
अरे मतलब उससे बुरा क्या ही कर लेगा?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can drop him. You have to have him in the 11. So why not have this young kid open who anyway feels secure because he's adding value some other way? Or DK.
Yeah. That's a.
Another move I don't understand. If you're winning the game, just give it to some youngster who will get some good.
I'm guessing
batting
they just
practice.
want him to finish the game quickly, net run rate and things like that.
Okay.
And also, he's a crowd favorite. So I mean, not that would have played a role, but he
Wow,
is.
I don't think RCB can go that amount crowd favorite.
I don't know why I said it. They just sort of.
Yeah. But I would have banked Avnish on saying that. And yeah, if Avnish was the owner, he would have done it as well.
But where do Mumbai go from here? Like, what's their next game?
Bangalore.
Chennai in.
Acha, change it. So they go to Bangalore.
Gardens to play KKR. That's again.
That's another one in the RCB alley.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's the reason why I wanted this game to go well, because then if this went well, the next game is pretty much in their kitty, in the sense similar conditions.
Yeah.
KKR has a much worse attack, which is
Of course,
you just can't go below this. But yeah, KKR has somehow managed.
KKR की सिचुएशन तो और ही बुरी है यार. मतलब वहाँ तो ना बैटिंग है ना बॉलिंग है. मुंबई के पास चलो कम से कम बैटिंग के नाम लेने के लिए तो प्लेयर्स हैं.
But I have a contest in that game. If Bracewell is facing Sunil Narain or vice versa, I still think Narain will score against RCB.
Yeah, Narain versus spin. Ooh, Narain versus spin any day. Any day. Like he just goes after spin. Like he reminds me of Saurabh.
And they will bowl spin to him. I think my point is they will bowl spin to him.
Bracewell
And
will
actually,
struggle.
I'm just thinking. So at this point, Kolkata are struggling with their batting lineup, batting order, and order. They had Mandeep Singh to open. Why not just go back and have Sunil Narain open? यार कितना ही गलत, कितना ही खराब हो जाएगा यार. Anyway, him at 7 or 8 is a batter wasted.
Yep.
I know that strategy has long failed. People have realized कि भाई short of line, back of line डालो तो खत्म कहानी है. But still, some team can still be foolish and start off with a spinner कि हाँ lefty है लगा दो, off spin डाल दो.
But I mean, you've answered that. Like I think teams know now ki what is his weakness, and I mean I don't think Chandrakant Pandit would sort of do something like that. But again, even yesterday's batting order for them was fairly weird. They had Gurbaz and Mandeep, and then one down was Anukul, and then 2 down, 3 down, Venki coming in.
So they're just trying to make that batting lineup look as lengthy as possible.
Correct. Yep. But again, hard length pace.
So Green, Karthik.
Hard lengths and pace and KKR batters just struggle. Like,
and I think Bangalore won't have Hasaranga even in the next game, and that is one game
yeah.
where they won't miss him.
Exactly.
So it was in their favor.
If anything, I wouldn't mind them getting someone like that Avinash Singh, who supposedly bowls at 145, 150. He might be very raw, but that KKR lineup, I don't think will have a lot of answers to that.
Yeah.
So that could be another thing. Or there's Rajan Kumar as well, another bowler I want to.
But the only thing is if Topley is injured, and if he's ruled out.
Like that looked very serious, and the way he was holding onto his shoulder, that looked very bad.
And if Hazelwood fails to recover, then they'll have to
go.
कौन है कोई नहीं है.
Overseas
replacement तो इतनी जल्दी नहीं
Wow.
आएगा.
Oh, dude. How much did they pay him? 16. He has got him in the 16th over. Nice.
17.
अरे यार नेक्स्ट ओवर लेना था.
Like it's
16 तो रोहित का है शायद.
16 Rohit का.
Wow man.
Weakest को भी सही. I don't think RCB will use an impact player today. Might be the first instance of an impact player not being used.
They won't need it.
Yeah. Hopefully. अभी
नहीं यार इतना बुरा नहीं होगा.
नहीं, as an RCB fan you can never be too careful. अभी you've learned the hard
चेज
way.
मास्टर है भाई वो.
हाँ पर उसको स्ट्राइक ही नहीं मिली तो.
Sorry.
उसको स्ट्राइक ही नहीं मिली तो.
हाँ वो भी है.
अरे लास्ट ओवर थोड़ी चल रहा है यार. बहुत गेम बचा है अभी.
Yeah, I've seen Maxwell defend 2 in 6 balls versus Pakistan. I feel anything is possible in cricket. Like
Yeah.
very few games can beat that finish. And
Yeah.
yet they had Sohail
And
Tanvir batting.
Our producer can come in. Our TV is gonna go off any moment. Oh, I have the room for me. Don't worry. But if you can still come in, there is a call that I'm getting.
You can pass.
Yeah.
Khana आ गया it seems.
And check the box please as well. Thank you.
Hello. But what do you think now that every team's played a game? Like, of course, it's too early to say anything, but sort of first thoughts on the teams. What do you think of them? Who's looking?
I think Sunrisers will only get better from there. Although I'm still not as comfortable with their squad as
It's still not
a
so
lot of others. Yeah.
Okay, fair. What about the rest? GT, Gujarat, and
See, Gujarat, I just want to see how many games can Rashid win for them. I mean, कितने games वो जिताएगा भाई अकेले? They keep on batting like this is a ODI and just expect कि Rashid आगे end में जिता देगा, and then even with the ball he'll do a lot of favors for them, but he delivers. But कब तक हो पाएगा?
and like आपने जो GT के बारे में कहा, that's the same sort of similar sentiment I have with RR. I don't know. Oh wow, that sounds
That
short.
should be 6. Yeah. Should be 6.
Like I don't really sort of I don't subscribe to RR's thinking of test matches are line up 6 batters 5 bowlers and ठीक है हम लोग
Yeah, but actually the point is there are too many players who on their day will perform and they're pretty consistent.
they were consistent last year only because of I mean Butler had a one of a kind season, so did
But
Chahal.
I mean, see, the point is Butler is still at that peak.
Yeah.
So, and Samson is only going to improve. Parag is going to improve. Jaiswal is last year
Jaiswal,
from this year is like massive
Massive.
improvement.
Agreed.
Hitmark का देखना पड़ेगा. Particle against high pace थोड़ा shady है तो वो
भाई साहब,
Oh.
छक्का
Yeah. Top edge. Proper.
God do. चलो भाई early finish.
हाँ.
Time से घर जाएंगे.
But again, RR की बैटिंग से ज्यादा उनकी bowling की मतलब bowled with the new ball and that's it. Like Chahal again, I'm still not convinced that he will deliver. I mean, he'll do a repeat of what he did last year. I don't know. Ashwin hasn't been taking wickets.
But
for
they'll
a
get
while.
venues जो will support them.
कहाँ like where like Chepok maybe. What is which other venue would suit their bowling lineup?
Delhi will to an extent.
Maybe yeah.
And even Jaipur and Hyderabad.
Yeah.
What we saw today.
Jaipur is a mix. मतलब there's not a lot for either.
But at least Jaipur is a big ground.
Yeah.
Big ground is usually good for spinners.
देखना पड़ेगा. Like I for some reason just can't get over the fact that they made it to finals last year. Like that's another form.
But LSG are looking strong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
LSG is definitely the team to beat right now.
Yeah.
And
Unless they
CS
don't have catches dropped and don't use players well.
But Sujan saying we underrate teams like GT, they produce magic moments under pressure. I agree, but it's the same players who are delivering. That is my concern. I mean, you just can't have Rashid Khan and Tewatia like finishing games for you time and time again.
Yeah. Last ball. Oh, that's a wide. Okay, good. 1-6 away.
But even in Chennai, Mumbai, again, even a lot of people are talking about how Chennai would be at Chepauk and will their fortress be breached this time, like multiple times. That's the only way they can possibly make the playoffs. If they, sort of ensure that their fortress isn't breached, Chepauk remains a spin-friendly venue for them. And Fleming also spoke about it recently, where he said that that is going to be the strategy. They'll be going back to that 20. Oh, wow.
Oh, 6 away, and that's done.
Where has this version of Kohli been? Oh, my
Oh, it's
goodness.
game over. Yeah.
Wow, man. What a
Wow.
game. Oh, man.
Is it a thumping victory? Thumping win?
Proper.
Some hope for RCB and Mumbai continue their the streak of winning
Losing their first game.
This is the
Yeah.
first game.
But good game, Nikhil. So after first round, what are your first round thoughts?
Yeah, again, obvious signs for the teams that are struggling. Something that we expected them to do. KKR versus short ball, Chennai versus the bowling, Mumbai with their bowling, SRH barring Makaram, they have a lot to prove. So I think obvious signs, and the teams that have won have also done the same, the basics right. I think toss has played a factor in some of the games because the pitches have started really tacky and then they've gotten really good to bat. So I think so far, I don't think the impact there has made much difference, nor has the naming 11 after toss because you still can't change the conditions. So I feel teams will have to quickly adapt to batting first better because as of now, because actually the way the impact players has affected is the bowling side has more options. So actually it has made made the work of the side batting first even more harder क्योंकि तुम नहीं करोगे तो there is extra option that the team has. So I think that is something that I'm looking forward to with the changing of venues. How are teams able to adapt quickly to batting first? Because SRH is batting first venue, so is Chepauk. So very keen to see if the things change at other venues or it's the same.
Yeah, even now in the 5 games, three teams have batted first and won.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
again, Hyderabad, Punjab, yeah.
So, I mean, right now, what I felt about the impact player rule is that the teams that have fielded their best 11 have actually gone on to one, who've not relied on that impact stuff.
True. And even Hardik Pandya actually pointed something out.
It just adds to confusion.
Exactly. It confuses the system more.
Someone will be underbowled and all. And also, we should not forget the squads itself are spread so thin.
Yeah.
Impact player लाके कोई ऐसा अभी I mean, see, impact player will be very useful someday. But right now, even the best 11s are thin. That one player is going to bridge the gap. अब जैसे नवदीप सैनी को लाके तुम कुछ बहुत उखाड़ नहीं लोगे, तुषार देशपांडे को लाके तुम कुछ बहुत बदल नहीं दोगे, तुम बुमराह नहीं ले रहे हो 11 में.
See, I think what the only thing impact player does is it helps the weaker teams stay in the game more on paper. Because it's not easy because अगर उनके पास उतना अच्छा player होता तो 11 में होता. So as you said, so the only thing it does is it gives hope to a team like KKR. If we pack the team with the bowlers and our swing bowlers do the job in the power play, we will have enough batting to chase down or even have an extra batter to take care of it. But if you don't do right, then there is no hope.
Cool. So on that note, we will end this stream. Big win for RCB. Very happy for my fellow RCB fans. Avnish must be dancing on the streets, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, and thanks to Saurabh as well, who was with us earlier, and everyone who is in the stream. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do spread it among your friends if you like it. Tell them how to navigate between Geo and our stream so that it's easier for them, it's easier for us, and we'll be here, of course, every day. We have Chennai playing Lucknow tomorrow, and it's a big game. MSD's homecoming.
Exactly.
So we already saw one homecoming today, but the bigger homecoming is waiting tomorrow. With that, just good night from us and see you tomorrow.
Good night, Nick. Bye-bye. It's been great.
Cheers.